What up, what up, what up, what up? So I'm a space station, and it has been an extremely long time. I think I'm going to start the show at 10 minutes. If you want to fast forward to the 10-minute mark on any replays, real quick, I want to make sure I am good to go. Yeah, I can hear myself, so I guess that means I'm going to go. Anybody seen this video? I hope you're all doing well. So my new series is going to be breaking the Matrix. A couple things I'm going to be talking about in this. I got a couple people I want to call out because I enjoy doing that. Owen Benjamin, a couple things. This show isn't going to be that long. It'll probably be a few testing my audio levels real quick. All right. Show isn't going to be too long though, but I'm going to hit on some hot points. I think I figured out a way to be able to talk on here without worrying about getting censored. And there's some tricks. There's some tricks to get around the censorship. Anyway, got a couple people to call out and a couple things to talk about. It's not going to be too long of a show. Hey, David Banner. How are you, my friend? Hope everything is going pretty good for you. I'm going to be trying to do some live streams now on a consistent basis. I've been getting hit with the negative energies and the realities closing in pretty hard lately, as everyone probably has, and it's pretty rough. And I've really been like really irritated with a lot of things. So I do want to call them things out. So that's how we're going to start off the show, is calling out a couple people. Here's the thing. Let me explain it though. We call a lot of people out. We call the mainstream out all the time. Call the president out. Anybody who has a media company, meaning that if you are putting out any kind of information, your news media outlet, which is YouTube, is a media platform, as well as, which is why they're supposed to be neutral, but they're not. But people with media or giving people information, you're at that, you've opened yourself up to being called out. Simple, plain. So a lot of people are like, hey, Amish, why don't you just leave these people alone? If you don't like them, why don't you just not listen to their stuff? Why don't you blah, blah, blah? That's simple, because if I see that they're doing something wrong, I'm going to call them out on it. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Hey, David says, Amish, what is your take on the Afghan situation? Right. It's really strange, my friend. A lot of truthers, I mean, honestly, this is one of the most strange things to me. I don't know how I feel about a lot of these truthers anymore. That's why I want to call a couple of them out, because a lot of people are, it's a really good question. A lot of people are split. So, like I said, I'm a truth network, and I don't see any Afghan situation at all. See what I'm saying? Years ago, before I was completely awake, I was watching a lot of interviews and things, and I heard the people over in Afghanistan say that the tally were the sons of the land, right? And they weren't talking about them in a real bad way. We had news reporters and people, over there saying, I'm a woman, so I was told to step back. All fake, all fake. Even what's the guy's name? Oh my God, I can't remember his name. Truth, what's RV Truth? Russian Vids, that's his name. I don't like him. Everybody knows that. But well, let me correct myself. I'm really upset and frustrated with him. But it's not a like or dislike thing. It's just a disrespect thing. It's like, he thinks he can sit around and talk about people any kind of way. I'll talk about him straight to his face the way I talk about him on here. It's not a thing. I'll talk about Owen Benjamin the same way, right to his face. His height I don't care how tall he is. What do they say about the taller you are, the bigger you are, the harder you fall? As far as I'm concerned, I don't care. I'm not intimidated, not even a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But my situation with that and my whole take, a call for an uprising has a whole bunch of videos of them riding bumper cars. And then I heard David Icke talking about that they were dangerous. So half of the truth community, once again, thinks that these people are dangerous over in Afghan, and half of the truth community understand that this whole thing was sponsored by who, as well as how much $90 billion worth of military, that was just giving them military equipment to carry this thing out. That's what they do. That's what we pay for here in America. We pay for more war. That's what we do. Nothing is a mistake. You know what I mean? Nothing at all. Dave said, I think a lot of people are, RV, when he said that stupid thing with the Afghan situation, he said, what did he say? He said, the blow up plane. He said it's not a blow up plane. First off, I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter whether it's a blow up plane. I personally think it is a float. And on top of that, you had people like Nicholson, 1968, and Richie from Boston and them show what happens when you get within 100 feet of an airplane with that type of engine. You will die or be blown away. You know what I mean? Hey, Travis, how are you, man? Man, I noticed you putting the health out there, man. Holy crap, I've been going through it. I have been going through it. Oh man, I don't even know if I can get into it. Like, I don't even know. I was like contemplating. I'm like, am I in the right state of mind right now to even go live and talk to everybody? I'm like, I got to go live. I got to see everybody. I at least want to talk to a couple people. I have to. I can't wait any longer. Oh man, I hope everything's going good. But the whole Afghan thing, it's just making me mad. It's making me more frustrated with the truth. The whole truth movement. They said, weren't the windows different from pick? Oh, probably. The whole thing was just fabricated, like the entire thing. If you get close to any of that, you will be sucked into the engine or you will be blown away. Well, what happened was I did a dumb test on one of the guys I work with, and he showed me a picture. There's a beach in, where's it at? In the Caribbeans, where you actually like lay down on the beach and it's right next to an airport and the plane lands over top of you. And I stared at him real hard. And I was like, so these people are like 100 feet away or 200 feet away from the plane right now. And he's looking at these people get blown over. And I stared at him for a minute. I was like, is it going to click? Is it going to click? Come on. And it never clicked. He's seen that. And then he went right to, those people in Afghanistan are holding on to that airplane for dear life. What are you going to do when it gets up in the air at 500 miles an hour? I mean, come on, dude. I mean, that stuff, honestly, I didn't even have a response to that. That's why I didn't make a video on it, because I'm going to get too angry and I'm going to flip out. And I got to be careful. I got to control my attitude because I have a very, very hot temper with liars and pedos and evil individuals. I just don't like it. And some people, it rubs the wrong way, you know? Travis says, I got to prepare myself daily to deal with these dummies of this world. Right. Yeah, yeah, Josh. It probably was. It probably was. Thing was is it's probably a full set. It's probably a full set. You know, not only was it a blow up plane, it probably was. You know, the whole entire thing was probably green screen. I mean, the people. You know, it's like I said, when you slow down that footage, you start seeing a whole bunch of people, and Russian Vids comes out and goes, "No, that's absolute disinformation to make you sound crazy." Oh, really, really, really? It's not crazy for people to hold on to an airplane. I mean, oh God, oh Russian Vids, don't make me put the powder on the hand and slap you. Not that you don't deserve it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people get mad when I call out these truthers that's been doing this for a while, but the reality is that they have to be kept in line because they get ahead of themselves. Anyway, let me start. It's been 10 minutes. So let me get ready to get into it. Hollywood Magic. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, who knows? Who knows when? I mean, it's not even whether it's a blow up or not. We know it's just not even real. Otherwise, the people would have been sucked into the engine or blown away. I mean, we know this, and we know regular people are not that stupid, but they want you to believe that you are that dumb. You know, like when I tell people something, you know, the first thing, like one guy, I'm not going to mention him. Oh man, I got some stuff to get into with you guys, dude. You guys have no idea what I got some stuff to get into. But one guy goes, he goes, some people think the Earth is 7,000 years old, yet they found cavemen that were 100,000. And I'm just looking at them like, you know what? That there is the stupidity. You don't even realize that the people are lying about that. You don't even realize that. You think you got a solid argument. Well, they got dinosaurs from millions of years ago. So, wait. I don't think you understand. The people, it's kind of like when you say NASA's lying about the photos from Earth and space. And then people say, well, they got the satellites up there. So, and NASA said that they didn't lie. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. I forgot that when you go to court and you're accused of murder, they ask the person if he did the crime and he says no, and then he walks free. I forgot that's the way the world worked. So, yeah, right? Hey, wow, man. He says, I've been loving your music. Thank you. Thank you. How did you guys like the I was really pushing the limits on I got some I got some really strange Amber Cho, I think, said it's like that was amazing or awesome and creepy at the same time for my new video. These nurses are getting ragdolled, and I'm loving every bit of it because this is what happens when you go along with the plan. You think that it's not coming for you? You think you can switch sides and go on the evil side? Is that it? Okay. They're gonna hang you out to dry. You don't get to switch sides. You really don't. You don't get to switch sides. David says, and the Waterman live Hollywood this weekend should be a good stream. Dan the Waterman live. Hey, non-extremists, right? Thanks for joining. Oh man, so I'm going to be doing some episodes of this breaking the Matrix. So I'm going to actually try and do this almost every day because I got a lot to talk about. I definitely want to see if I can come in and I know it's been a while because but I want to tell you guys what happened. I actually had my laptop touched apparently, and it gave me a message I've never seen before. And this is one of my I got computers galore, but my computers are all built for different things. So right now I'm actually in my recording studio, and this entire building is designed for this particular thing. I don't want to make any videos on here with this computer. I can, but I don't. It wasn't designed for that. I have ease of access on laptops and other things. So my laptop is completely, I went to college for computer information systems. And my computer, I've never seen any of this. They're making hard drives now that are completely solid state, really weird, depending on energy in some cases. And I mean, they're really strange. And they're not really repairable. They're not. And they do that on purpose. They make them disposable. So I started seeing that back when I was in college. I'm like, okay, so you mean I got to keep going to college every single year because everything I learned last year is redundant at this point and obsolete? It's like, no, you just want my money for your institution. So yeah, that went down the hole very quickly. Anyway, I want to start off this stream real quick. I want to let me say a couple things. I have to. So I had to watch Jeranism. He said Owen Benjamin was going to be on there, and I'm like, holy crap! I'm a troll, right? So I watched it. Owen mentioned something that I wasn't aware of because I don't like him and I tried to ignore him. This Beartaria sounds like a big sausage fest. Maximum offense intended. Hate speech is my thing. And apparently, he said something in this stream right here where he said that he was having donations. He wanted 5,000 people to donate like $400 each and hit I don't know. He wanted to hit a $400,000 mark to get this property or something. And then he said that he was going to do it. You know, you could go there and camp on it. And apparently he didn't hit his limit. So he had like $200,000. Yeah. Yeah. All of his this cult, because all these high strung people like him like to sit around and go, I'm so intellectually higher than you that I'm building my garden. Well, how he talks, I'm building my garden, Big Bear. I'm building my garden. Okay. And my garden has to have all like-minded people. Okay. Because if anybody's in here and they're not like-minded, they get banned for life. Like Eric Dubé. You guys already know. Savanya, God. Okay. And I'm like, dude, did these people actually donate to you 200 grand for you to buy property for them to camp on? Oh my God, somebody's about to get popped. Somebody's about to get popped. So I had to calm down. And sorry if anybody's listening in headphones right now. I need to lower my limiter on here because I get so pumped up. No. You're just taking money from truthers. You're taking money from truth seekers. Okay. To build what? Beartaria? Where is it? So he's completely come into this system trying to take it over. I've never seen anything like it ever. I mean, he is 100% a cult leader. 100. There is not one bone in my body that says that he is legit in any kind of way. Worst attitude. And then he gets on here and plays piano. Like I told you guys, I've been playing piano since 1995. Okay. I will record myself playing piano. I'll do a short for you guys. I'll try to make it a little bit funny. But he does that to try and make himself seem like he's a really intelligent individual. Just because you can play instruments does not make you intelligent whatsoever. I've been around constantly. I've been working with people. I know more musicians than I know people who don't play instruments. You understand? And I've been doing this for decades now. Okay. I'm in my 30s, early 30s. All right. So I've been doing this ever since I've been 5 years old. So just because you can play these instruments, you know, I don't come on here bragging about my, you know, I play a whole bunch of different instruments. I play the songs you see him playing. A lot of these concertos and a lot of this classical. I'm a classical pianist. And I don't think that measures your intelligence. But he wants to look like some weird guy who's so misunderstood and loves to spread gravy all on his face, you know, like those AVN stars. And I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm sorry if I'm crude today. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm kind of very fed up with the situations actually happening right now. I'm extremely fed up. So, you know, and here's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about people. I expose people and call people out because every time that someone comes on the news and they lie to people, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to expose them. Same way as if a truther comes in here and starts spreading lies to millions of people, I'm going to expose them. I don't see why people have a problem with that. Okay, I'm not trolling this guy. I didn't even know he was doing this. This is calling him out after the fact, showing that he's taking people's money. This dude is a celebrity. He makes way more money than regular individuals. 85% of America works from paycheck to paycheck. Okay? Yeah. 100%. 100%. Right? You know what I mean? And just by leaving a negative comment on him, it shows that he's pure division. Because every time I say something, all of his cult leaders with his picture as their avatar here on here, they put his picture up. I'm just like, dude, get off of him. Get off of him. Why do you have his picture up? I mean, I don't go around putting up Eric Dubé's picture on all of my videos. I mean, honestly, what are you doing? I mean, this is outrageous. It's cult mindset. I don't want to be in your garden. You know what I mean? I'm not part of that. I don't have anything against really Jeranism like that. I'm just saying. It's just, I mean, come on. Yeah, 100% money scams, man. 100%. I mean, how can you ask people for that much money? If I was in a really bad situation, I still would not even feel decent asking for $1. Just asking for $1. Everybody has a right in order to make a business for themselves. But these donations have to stop. All of that. I mean, I don't have an issue with the sun. I don't know how to say that. Sun, Moon, and Stars, the Zodiac app from David Weiss. I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with people having their own businesses where, you know, you pay a little bit. It has to be a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But some people are charging almost $30 a month. You know, I mean, even Netflix and the devil people don't charge that much. Yeah, exactly. So I had to get that off my shoulders. You guys might not know who this is. I made her flip out. I know how to get under people's skin. I do. I'm really good at it. No, I wasn't trolling her, but I brought up flat Earth, and she's like, I don't care if the Earth is flat. You guys need to leave me alone. So we had some fun with that. And this was a few days ago. The video's still up. I'm not going to show the video. I don't care. Let me explain to you guys something real quick. All right. Almost 100,000 subscribers. Here's my problem, okay? Is that she's doing this nonsense. This thumbnail won't load. YouTube has experienced problems. They're trolling me. There's entities on the moon. You know, we got footage of tonight's moon and its entities on here. We're doing this job outside, guys. Interdimensional alien hive. And then she gets on here and says that she doesn't care. When people, no one's being rude. I wasn't being rude to her. I was just, you know, and she made a couple videos. She might have deleted them. She came on and apologized, saying that she, you know, that she's actually a nice person. And some people get under her skin. But this is what I'm talking about. The ant people are real. You guys have to understand the majority of people around us all believe in this nonsense. She believes in this nonsense where she captures these entities in the sky. And people don't want me to call that crap out. Yeah, I'm going to call that out. I'm going to call it out all day. So I'm going to get on her channel, and I'm definitely going to be leaving some more comments that she's not going to like. All, of course, dealing with the truth. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Oh, yeah. You guys got the Rat Pack. That's the Rat Pack. I call them the Rat Pack. You know what I mean? Bye, man, Dan. And, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I just don't promote any of it because here's the thing. If they claim that there's going to be some massive alien invasion or they claim that aliens are real or any of this, I will deny it. I will deny it because we know the way this works already. If they show demons on the TV, even if they have real footage of them, and it was 100% legit, even if they say Jesus is back, I cannot trust the mainstream. No one can. Now that we're all here about to be killed, we can't run that risk any longer. Therefore, this person here is an enemy to humanity because we can't run that risk any longer. It no more. And yet half of the truth community are, you know, most of them are all stuck where they're just like, oh yeah, you know, even David Icke, which I'm gonna mention some good stuff about him. It's gonna be good stuff, but he even mentioned, you know, like the tally and what's going on there. And I'm just like, dude, look, man, he is kind of telling the truth, but at the same time, some things are just too obvious. And the tally situation is too obvious. It's just too obvious. We gave them a whole bunch of weaponry. Okay. They're hired by who? You know who. Same people who give them this and that. And anything that they do if it even really does happen, we know who did it. We don't need to look into it anymore. I don't have to waste my time any longer. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I don't have to anymore. I don't have to anymore. We got Dr. Hopefully I don't get banned just saying his name. Robert Young taking pictures of what's in these things. And he has them all over his website. Okay? So we know what's in it. We know exactly what's in it. And we know what it's going to do to you. Okay? And we know exactly what's going to happen. We know how you're going to slowly build up these little bubbles inside of your blood, right? Right? Until they stop the flow. We know exactly how it's going to work. We know what's going to happen to your capillaries. We know exactly what's going to happen, don't we? Don't we? We already know now. We know that we're under attack. We know. We know. There's no unringing this bell. It's on officially. It is officially on. There is no unringing this bell anymore. Anybody looking at ant people in the sky? She needs to go and get her boosters. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is what it is. This is what it is. We don't need that. David says, fake alien invasion. Yep, more distraction. We can't have it. David Icke wasn't bad back in the day, but he dodged. Oh, yeah, he does. He does. You know, I don't have too much of an issue with that as long as we border on the realms of sci-fi. So what these people want to give off, and everybody has to be careful about this, they want to give off that they have the ability to watch you everywhere and know what you say and do everywhere, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They want to feel omnipotent, okay, all seeing, all knowing, omniscient. They want to make you believe that they have that. They want you to think that there's millions of satellites. They want you to really, truly believe that just because you have a phone with 2 cameras on it. They want you to think that, but in reality, no, it doesn't work that way. In reality, there's robots watching YouTube's algorithm. That's really what's happening. See what I'm saying? So when David Icke comes in and tries to say that these people are so powerful, really, they're not. If they could do what they could do, just like, you know, that idiot Brian Stavely, you know, if they can control the fake fabric of time, then why are we here? Why haven't they erased us from existence? See what I'm saying? There is no point. You know, I will say that Jaronism brought up something very, very good on, if you guys seen this, I'm not like I said, Jaron, I'm just kind of done with a lot of people now. I used to like these people. These people still have good info. I'm not saying that you can't get good information from these people. You can. But he mentioned that they changed their live stream right here. I think, where is it at? They actually changed the live stream of that landing. SpaceX did, where they altered the live stream. They didn't make a new version. They altered it. And what he said was, if they can alter these live streams, then we lose. And I agree with him 100%, because that is not playing by the rules. When something is timestamped, like this show right here, what if you guys seen this show and then you go back and watch it and it's the same show, but you guys notice that David Banner's not in it, right? That is not right. That's not right. See what I'm saying? Because now when you show the fake fat NASA footage, now the footage has been altered to look real. Now we look stupid because they're changing reality. Okay, that's as close as they're going to get to the Mandela effect. We already know that. But the whole point is, there's no point in thinking about any of that nonsense, because, you know what, this brings up my other point. Jay Dreamers, you guys know how I feel. I was asked to talk about Jay Dreamers. Hold on a second. Let me see what you guys are saying. David Icke makes my VS meter spike. He has some good info. He's been covering lately. He's been covering this whole pandemic very, very well, and he's been showing a lot of doctors, Dr. Robert Malone and Robert Young, and stuff. He's been covering stuff. I'm not gonna lie, you can really get good info. You can. You just have to. That's why I say, in this point in time, you really have to just have a regular mind at this point. You have to be truly enlightened to the next level. And you got to know, as soon as they talk, you got to have trigger words. Oh, dinosaurs. Oh, 100 million years. You know, archaeology, anthropology, geology, theoretical physics, all fake sciences. I can name to you all the fake sciences. All right. So as soon as somebody starts talking about that, when people start talking about all this stuff, these are all fake sciences. They don't have, archaeology is, that's not a real science. That's a historical narrative. It's the same thing as evolution, which Eric Dubay pounded into the ground. Anyway, Jay Dreamers. All right, his videos about the Earth resetting every 2,000 years. Let me explain this, okay, guys? Listen, it doesn't matter if Earth resets every 2,000 years. It doesn't. It doesn't matter, and there is no point in talking about that. All right, we're here, and we got to do everything we can do while we're here. Okay, the plasma apocalypse. I don't think it matters. None of it matters. None of us should be preparing to even try and survive some kind of plasma apocalypse that we have no idea about. That's like trying to fly blind in unfamiliar terrain. And when you waste too much of your time prepping for something like this, you're going to be sorry in the end. I really don't think that Jay Dreamers has anything personally of value. I don't think he's a bad guy, but I don't think he has a lot of stuff of value because some of this stuff now is completely it's just out of the question. So we got mandates being enforced upon us right now. There is no time any longer to be talking about any plasma apocalypses, no nonsense, none of this matters anymore. No time travelers. You know what I mean? We even the DNA things, like how he's saying this, these are not time travelers, your DNA. No. These aren't even real people. Eminem might not even be a real individual. And I don't mean he doesn't exist. I mean he may not even be a real individual. Okay. So it's a big thing. It is. And I don't think we got to focus on what could happen in this way. We have an apparent threat murdering us, about to murder our children. And I'd rather the children go through a natural plasma apocalypse than an unnatural genocide. You can quote that. Know what I mean? Prepare for economic turmoil. Yep. Hey, Jacqueline. How are you? Thank you for joining. I hope everything is well. I've been meaning to send you an email if you don't mind. I want to email you. I got a few people. I got to send a couple people my number, and I got to get a couple people on here to talk on a show soon too. I know Cryptic. I got to get a hold of him as well. These past few weeks have been something else. I kid you not. They have truly been something else. I hope everything is going well though. I love his picture. I gotta mention Richie real quick, guys. There was only one individual, okay? And I gotta say this because I don't think, actually, no. Before I say this, I have to bring up Owen Benjamin. Hey, Naga Streamers, I definitely want to do some work. Let me know. Let's do it, man. I go through spurts where I'm pumped up and I want to make more and more music. My true creativity came out with the Faces of Evil. I really, when I was writing that, it wasn't supposed to turn out the way it did, but I was like, dude, I got to do this way, because all the people that was pointing fingers, I wanted people to really know the real cause of all this. It's us. We're the ones enforcing. Now, when I say us, I don't mean you. Everyone who's aware of this, you're not responsible for this. Okay, everyone who is complicit in this genocide, you are 100% responsible. If you refuse to listen to reality, you refuse to look into a lot of things, you're part of this. You're killing the kids. You're putting masks on your children and stuff. You're part of it. So I want people to know that they are responsible for what's happening now. It is us. We are the virus. We are the sheep. It is us. Now, I don't mean you. we're awake. Every time you speak, if you've spoken out with one person about this whole thing, you're doing a great service to humanity and for humanity. So that's so when I say us, I don't mean you. I mean the sheep, 100% sheep. They're the ones causing this. And I wanted to ask you guys real quick, and ladies, um, ivermectin. Do you guys know what's going on with that situation? Oh, thank you all, man. I loved it. I really did. That was one of my favorite. I got a couple people to sing my lyrics in there. I had a couple people to do that for me. Um, I love that video. Right after I made that video is when my computer went completely. I mean, oh, it's bad. It's really bad. I don't know what I lost on there. I have no idea what I even lost. But yeah, it was specifically set up for me to make some videos in a very quick way. You know what I mean? And it's all messed up now. So I have to reinstall software, do this again. So okay, so I've been strike for medical. Oh man. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah. I wanted it to be a whole theme. Believe it or not, guys, when I write these songs, I don't have that in mind. I actually let it go through the way it's supposed to. I don't think about what I'm going to rhyme anything with. It has to naturally come together. I've seen a lot of rappers just do terrible wordsmithing where they're just like, trying to rhyme words that rhyme just because they rhyme. And it has nothing to do with it. You say, yeah, I'm driving to my house. And the next thing has nothing to do with driving to your house, but it rhymes with house. Mouse, maybe. I mean, nonsense. This guy really showed his colors again, didn't he? This is exactly what I told people about this little freak Owen Benjamin, man. He is all over the news. Yeah, man, I got it. I loaded up on horse tranks or horse, whatever it is, deworming is what they were saying. I don't know what it is because I don't get things that haven't been completely isolated properly. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm saying? If something doesn't really, happen or exist, then I normally don't get them. But it's weird. He did get it, even though he knows that Earth is flat. He also knows, being one of the best friends with Eddie Bravo. Heard somebody call Eddie Bravo disinformation a little bit ago. Who was it? Guy who likes Richie from Boston. Austin from Ohio. He's so original, Today is Thursday, August 24th. And guys, listen. I'm just like, dude, shut up. Come up with your own name. Maybe I should change I'm a Space Station and call myself ODDD TV. Right? Or maybe I should call myself Amish from Ohio. No, Amish from DC. Maybe that works. All right? Because I'm original. Nobody else has that. Right? I hate talking about people. I do. I've had it. I've had it with their nonsense. You know what I mean? We're in this age where it's like you have to get out of the nonsense. We don't have time for this anymore. So this guy promoting this third eye nonsense. Now, I'm not going to call it nonsense. Let me explain this again. Buddhism, Hinduism, it has been thoroughly written about and taken apart by Chris from Truth Unveiled. If you guys haven't seen those 3.5 hour documentaries, I know Eric Dubay had a really good one. It was like a 3 hour documentary on Jesus. So does Truth Unveiled. So Truth Unveiled also goes into the history of all of these things, and all of these religions have been compromised. We are all compromised, and until people wake up and realize that, we're stuck. But Richie from Boston has been realizing it lately. He said there wasn't a letter J in the 1611 King James Version Bible. Hopefully, I'm trying to see if I can get a hold of Biden because I want him to make a King Biden version Bible, and maybe that'll wake up the Christians. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe the Christians are never going to get awakened. They might just get raptured straight down into hell because they won't wake up and see reality. So they need to go where they need to go. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been my phones and things. I don't know. That's weird you say that. Have you guys noticed something too? People are having kidney stones. Do you guys know anybody that's having like kidney stone issues? I know a lot of people all of a sudden. Really strange to me. Knox Dream says, I used Industrial Death for more than 15 years. My music and MC Staff, official old. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Industrial, I'll be honest. I got a metal song that I've written. I haven't released it yet. My computer went up. But yeah, it's called Party. And it features all of our favorite leaders. I do have to release my new song, though. I got a feature with Greta Thunberg, the legend, in the scales. Oh no. It is kind of party, but no, it's like, let's throw a party, and we throw a big bonfire party, big pyre, and light it with all of our favorite individuals. Oh, it's great. It's a really amped headbanger type of song. It's amazing. I even put a guitar solo in there, so I might actually do a video and play the solo. Boston from Richie. But yeah, dude, you guys probably seen this though. This guy is trash. I mean, how do you sell out so hard? Him and his $100 million deal. You know how much this dude could do for the truth community? He owes it. I mean, he's worried about a virus, and this dude was the host watching people eat worms, uncooked bacteria. He was the host of that crap. It's weird seeing him with hair, too. I really didn't know that was him years ago. I didn't watch Fear Factor because I thought it was just psychotic. You know what I'm saying? Psychos don't think about that stuff. Psychos really don't. I didn't think about that. I've seen people doing dumb stuff, and I was like, oh, well, okay. $50,000 is worth your life. Go do it. Get half of your stomach cut out. Retard. I mean, special person. We don't want to offend the cupcakes here. Oh, yeah, some mid-90s. Yeah. That was the last good stuff. It really was. Now all of it is drugs and mumble. You know, I've been seeing a lot of stuff now come out. It's just like, hop on a whip and a gun of a liver. Yeah. Pull a gun out of that, shoot him and out of my mala. Yeah. And I'm just like, wow, you guys really listening at this? Well, I'm going to head out of here. Not for that. You need to speak. Articulate yourself. God damn it. Well, I slap you. I'll slap some sense into you. What's wrong with your face? God, if I could just have 5 seconds with some of these little rappers. Just put me in a room with them for 5 minutes. That's all it takes. I'll go to jail after, but at least they will be more educated when they come out. Trust me, in a very nice way. I have 100%. I am a pacifist. Oh, yes, and I haven't heard them in years. Right? But, yeah, what I was wondering about, how long have we been going? About 45, might go a little bit longer. So it seems as though, actually, before I say that, I want to tell you guys what happened first. And I don't care if he's watching this stream, okay, and or if he watches the repeat of this, because I know this guy. I grew up with him. I am going to talk about you, my friend. Okay, you're a personal friend. He told me that his job now, because he works for a government contractor, he told me that his job has said to him that he has to comply, or else he's going to be fired. And I have been talking with him for a while. And I said, well, your job's not worth your health, my friend. And I said, this is highly illegal and there's ways to sue. See, people have to understand this. So I do want to put out some information for everybody, just, at least once on every single stream, information that I consider to be very useful. Impersonation of a biosecurity officer, that is something that you can sue for, by the way. If you guys look into that, that's a soundbite. Definitely look into it. So people trying to pretend that they're qualified to check temperatures and do things like a lot of businesses have been doing. Oh, it's illegal, highly illegal. So we definitely want to make sure that we get that handled there. But here's the issue with people, okay? He's decided that he wants to hold out. And I'm reading verbatim his text message. And I'm going to hold out as long as I can. And this world isn't going to be for us too much longer, blah, blah, blah. And I said, man, what do you mean for us? You don't you don't speak for me. Oh, this world's going to be as long as I want it to be. You understand? I've already made my decision. You guys want to come up here? You want to make me? Come make my day. Try it. I dare you. And he loves doing that. You know, he's an idiot. I don't care if you're listening, my friend. Okay. You know, I'm going to call you an idiot. You know me in real life. So, you know, I'm not afraid to call you an idiot or anybody. Saying that you can't lose your job and that you're going to comply. That's the opposite of what I'm doing. So don't blend me into the same as you. Apparently, you haven't seen any of the research that many people have put out. The reason why I say this story is because Richie from Boston was one of the first, if not he was the first one to say what was coming. Hands down, whether you like him or you don't like him, he predicted what they were going to do weeks before it happened. You understand? He has been predicting this entire thing, traveling around from state to state, organizing different things, helping a lot of different people. He has truly been one of the crusaders, the heroes, one of the legendary heroes of the Crusades of 2020. You understand? He is one of those. Okay. It doesn't matter whether I agree with him or I don't agree with him on a lot of topics, which I don't. Okay. However, you cannot deny that he is one of the legends, one of the legendary crusaders. Okay. This is what he is. And he will be down in history as that, period, under any circumstances, if I have anything to say about it. Because from the beginning, he introduced these doctors that we get a lot of information from today. They were on his show, whether it's Carrie Madej turning on him, asking him about the star people and all this other stuff. It doesn't matter. He was one of the original ones. You know, from What Really Makes You Ill, he put these people on the map. 500,000 subscribers. He put these people on the map. And he is one of the crusaders. Okay. And that's why I said to him, I said, this is to the guy, you know, that I used to work with. I said, apparently you haven't been looking at any of the information that I've been sending you in a text message. And I know he hasn't. You know why? Because every day when he worked with me, he sat at his stupid desk watching Hot Ones. Now, time for me to shout out Hot Ones and shout out Retracted, where celebrities come and eat hot wings. Are they even around? Where you at? Look at this idiot's Matt Damon. Look at his face. So he's watching this. This is what he did every single day, was watch all these new episodes, Neil deGrasse Tyson and all this other stupid nonsense. See what I'm saying? Because this is what he wanted to do. So I know for a fact, while I was next to him researching all this stuff, talking with him about it, I overwhelmed him. And he got mad sometimes because he can't handle stressful situations because they've made cupcakes out of our society. He nearly had a heart attack when his girlfriend broke up with him. And I do understand that you can be very upset, but when you're not having, you know what? I'm not even going on a personal level. I'm not going to put him out there like that. But there were so many flags saying that this girl don't want to be with you anymore and that she's not with you anymore. And you have no idea, like you're 30 years old and you have no idea who your girlfriend's even texting or hanging out with or talking to or going on a dates with. I'm done with that. Okay. You have no control in your relationship at all. Okay. You have no trust. You have no nothing. There is no relationship to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how many years you've been with someone if you don't have that trust or even knowledge. And the thing is that he's decided that he is going to do this because he can't lose his job. And I can't understand. So what about you getting sick, going to the hospital, possibly dying right now? What about you making yourself sick, losing the ability to actually do your job makes it worth it? It's like, okay, dude, here's the exact example. You have to get your head chopped off in order to work for me. He just told me that he can't afford to lose his job. So he has to go get his head chopped off so he can do his job. Make sense to you guys? Yeah, makes sense to me too. So, all right. And I'm offering to help him free of charge. I'm offering to get a lawyer for him. I'm offering to spend my money for him to fight for, and he won't. So you guys understand why I'm not in the mood to even go live with this level of frustration, because he's not the only person. Okay. Somebody else in my family, I might have already mentioned it, apparently completely had his mind completely erased. So he's like 20, I think he's 28. He had just bought a house. He has 3 kids, just had another baby. They're all babies. And now he doesn't recognize me or anyone else, and he can't do anything. You can have a cognitive test with him, and you can say, hey, the mouse went down the hole to chase the cheese. And then they'll say, where did the mouse go? And he'll say, well, mouse where? So this is what happens to 20-year-olds now. So, it's a very sad situation, that the kids now have no father and his life is completely over. And no one knows what caused it except us. But no one's going to listen to us, because if we allow these people to do this to us, no one will speak up for us either. I won't allow that. Sorry. If I'm just going to die, then it needs to be regular. It's going to be for me. It ain't going to be to contribute to numbers. Oh, no. No. That'll be the first time you actually see a person come back to life. Did you let me find out after I'm dead that I was counted as one of these numbers? Oh! Hey, JK. How are you? He really did. Richie did swing very hard, and I am greatly appreciative of the work that he's done. I appreciate the work that everybody has done. I appreciate the work that Russian Vids has done. I appreciate the work that Owen Benjamin has done. I appreciate all the work that people have put in. I just don't appreciate what a lot of them are doing now, and I don't appreciate a lot of things. But like I said, I'm not one of those guys. When it comes down to it, you can be my best friend, and sometimes you just got to get slapped in the face for being stupid. And this guy who has put his job, because he feels for the first time in his life he's making in the 20s per hour, and he's making an okay job. He thinks that it's worth his life. It's not, and we can't have this. Okay, we have to do something. If that means he's become an enemy. You know what that means? That means that I am no longer going to associate with him anymore. So I'm going to let him know, because this just happened, by the way. I'm going to let him know that he is now considered an enemy to humans, and that I cannot associate with him any longer. So we're going to break our 20-year friendship. And I'm only going to do that because he won't stand up for me. I'm offering free lawyers and free help. I'm offering to help him for nothing. I don't really care at the end of the day when someone says some stuff to me like that. Okay, so you made your decision. You're okay with them harming and killing children. You're an evil person, my friend, and you are no longer to associate with me anymore. I'm not saying I'm writing everyone who chooses this off, but some people I am writing off for good, and he's one of them. Don't ever contact me. If you're listening to this stream, you don't ever contact me again. For me and you are going to have beef. You understand? And I'm going to force you to put your hands on me. That way I can legally do what I want to defend myself. Because I don't tolerate people going along with evilness. How many people have come out? Doctors, professors, many other people. How many? We're done. We're done now. We're done with it. If you think this is okay, you're not human. Anyway, I'm going to be on here for a little bit longer. How about we go and get offensive, everybody? Yeah. Oh, real quick, did you guys see the abortion? Not, you know what? Sorry. let me say what I mixed two thoughts together. Did you guys see the earthquake that hit over in Mexico with those lights in the sky? Did anybody else get some extremely weird spiritual type of vibes seeing those lights? I mean, it's just weird with that earthquake. That was like really rough. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Of course, I'm not going to be able to find the footage that I wanted to show you because that's the way it works. Oh yeah, JK. Man, I'm gonna see if I can do some episodes in this like every day, man. I'm gonna really, really try, or every other day. Because you know what, I don't want it to get too repetitive, but if all we can do is speak on the truth, I understand how YouTube rolls, and I understand what their end game is, and I'm trying to avoid a lot of things, but I have to still speak. I can't just sit still. It's nothing but ABC. So you get on YouTube and it's like, no, you're actually tuning into the news. I mean, wow, what is it? What am I watching? Is this cable? What are earthquake lights? Of course, now 6 days ago, we need to start talking about earthquake lights for the first time. Earthquake lights. First off, oh yeah, you've seen it, wild man. This whole thing, earthquakes, natural disasters. Let me tell you guys where I stand on that. There are no natural disasters, my friends. Yeah. I mean, everybody here, everybody. When I get done with you guys, it doesn't matter which. Nothing is real. Okay, there is no such thing as earthquake. There's man-made earthquakes. There's CERN. There's a lot of things that you can do in the atmosphere to cause a lot of electrical disturbances. All right, there's a lot of things. Yep, and because we know of those things, we don't have to prove that they're not those things. See, we don't have to prove that they're not, because you can't. That's like me asking you guys, hey, can you guys prove that I wasn't here the other day? It's like, what? If you weren't here, you weren't here. How can I prove that you weren't here? It's called a paradox and a play on words, contradiction. I don't have to provide the burden of proof. I don't have to anymore. That's not my job. I didn't make the claim. All right. Nathan is like the king of that because he's extremely good in understanding debate and law. And he understands the people that make the positive claims bear the burden of proof. You claim Earth is spinning, you show me Earth spinning. You claim that it's curved, you show that it's curved. You claim that this is a natural disaster, then you show how it is natural, but you don't just sit here and speculate. What are earthquake lights? These are lights that happen sometimes when the earth shakes because of the tectonic plates rubbing up against each other, and then for no reason at all they start shifting of what they do, because it's like grinding your teeth. So it's kind of like we live on a pear that's also inside of someone's mouth, scientifically speaking. So I don't want no, just that's enough for me to slap somebody. That's yeah, they're bordering on slapped when they start talking that. David says, I used to do my streams every other day, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Do need the break though. Yeah, I feel it's a really vital time though, where we really have to put out as much great info and our thoughts on this whole thing as much as we can. Finally, I get to see one of the videos. Hey guys, they're never going to monetize my videos, so guess what? I'm going to do a advertisement. Look at this. Look, I'm so nice. I do it for free. Yeah, if you don't get this, somebody will break into your house with a mask on, and I mean, that's probably been happening anyway. But now in 2021, this is kind of natural. He doesn't scare me as much as people without masks. I mean, and earplugs. You got to be blind, deaf, and dumb with a mask on. So that's normally how that works. Science. It's called gravity. It's called gravity. Drop the mic. Eric Dubé has no idea what he's talking about. It's called gravity. Yeah, that stuff was. They're trying to say some of that was power lines. I've seen a lot of different footage. I don't know if that was really power lines or what it was. I really don't. It really felt really strange to me actually just seeing this stuff. You know what I mean? Really, really weird stuff. But you know, one thing I will say, they really, really do want to reenact the Bible. They want to cause these events to happen. You understand what I'm saying? They want to bring about the apocalypse in that way. Okay, it's all scriptures off of a script. It's exactly what it is. Hey, world without curve. Who said there's a world without curve? And that big old symbol of yours, okay? That symbol that we find in every civilization around the world is hateful. World without curve, and I'm offended. It's great to see you. One of those videos is titled Bizarre Earthquake Lights. Powerful earthquake 7.0. Holy crap. Mexico. Yeah. Oh, what? Climate change. Oh, okay, I got it, guys. Climate change. All right, that's it. That's exactly it. Right. I'm more offended. No. I'm offended that you think you're more offended, non-extremist. I'm not going to have that. I'm not. All right. Okay. You're not as offended as me. Trust me. I'm offended that you even think so. All right. You need to have more respect for more offended people because you are discriminating against a lot of the offensive people out here and the offended people, you know, both of them. All right. You need to check yourself. Guys, shame on you. How dare you? I mean, I'm offended. I mean, honestly, some people. Climate change. This is amazing. I wonder why people need to use computers to make the narrative annoying. This is awesome. Looking at some of that. Oh man. Yeah. This is some strange stuff, though. They are honestly. I don't normally put up theories because I noticed that videos that have a lot of mystery. People want mysteries, and I got to be honest with you guys. I don't like mysteries. I hate mysteries. Okay, you guys know. I know you might be tired of hearing me talk about this wife beater. When he got pulled over by the cops, though, the footage of Tyler getting pulled over by the cop, he did not have on a wife beater. So I mean, but he does fit the same stereotype. So let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Look at him. What's this flashing on the moon? You know what it is? You know what it is, Tyler? It's actually stars shining through the moon, Tyler. It's actually stars. This stuff has been ramped up like crazy. Crazy. Look at these guys wearing this guy's merchandise. This is a problem right now. We got real serious situations going on, and people up here. He's still saying he's censored. He has 2 million subscribers. You're not censored, my friend. I'm censored. You're not censored. Nakastreama says, "Is the globe warming, or does it?" All right. So look, let me explain climate change to you guys. You guys clearly are just not understand. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. Okay. And non-extremist wants to know, is the globe warming or does it climate change? Let me explain this, all right, the way that children can be able to understand this, okay? In the summer, okay, it does get global warming, okay? We've all experienced it. I sweat when I go outside now. That proves that it's warming outside. It is hot. I have to turn on my air conditioner and kill the Earth. Okay? So this is very serious. I want you guys to take it very serious. All right? So, but we also experience it getting colder because we're having a global freezing climate change thing happening at the same time, scientifically speaking. So, the answer, non-extremist, is both. And the answer is 9/11. And also the answer is Greta Thunberg. Any of those three answers your question perfectly fine. You know, someone asks me, hey, is climate change real? Is Greta Thunberg real? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, Greta Thunberg. Do we have a solution for, carbon tax and stuff? Yeah, Greta Thunberg. So that's how we fix it, Carbon emissions. Look, this guy's pointing to the sky here. He's showing you because you guys are breathing. This is what you're causing. Look at that. Look at that. See what I'm saying? Well, depending on where you are, it's hot in the summer. Sometimes when you're underneath the earth in Australia, I mean, I could break down the science for you all day. You actually have a winter in Australia. So yeah, I mean, it all works. It all works. Science explains all of this, as well as numbers and Greta. So it's all there. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys this. David Yates. I don't know if you guys are. This guy's awesome. He is heavily censored, by the way. I love this man. He is really he's really an awesome person. I love this guy. I can't tell you why. 100%. He has been exposing these lines in the sky and all of these things for a while, and I love the way that David puts things. YouTube has been deleting his stuff. He puts out a lot of books. I actually wrote into him, and I'm included in one of his books, by the way, that's published. He has one, Third World War, that is just amazing. I believe I'm in that one as well. He has a lot of good information. If you guys, thousands of subscribers, they deleted his YouTube multiple times, and he gets bullied hardcore, but he doesn't care. He goes pretty. Walks around, shows you some of the animals there and stuff. Really awesome guy. I wish this guy was my dad. You know what I mean? He's really, really an amazing person. He's really awesome. I have a lot of respect for this guy. I just do. I don't know why, but I love this guy. I really do. He's from the UK, and every morning I just like, oh, did David put up a new video? I just want to hear, listening to his voice puts me at ease throughout the day. It doesn't matter whether he's yelling or, he's upset or cussing or anything. It doesn't matter. I'm not offended by language. Language is a figment of people's imagination, and it's a tool for division. He's an amazing person. He really is. Wakes a lot of people up, does a lot of books and things, walks in stores and lives his life the way he's supposed to, tries to offer suggestions on changes, and he's never going to give up. He's never going to give up, so got a lot of respect for people like that. Yep. Pseudoscience is the sheep's guy. 100%. Oh yeah, thanks, non-extremist. Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. You'll enjoy his content if you really just like hearing somebody rant a little bit, but he has been doing this for a very long time. He's been exposing American elements and the CEOs of these companies and all the people behind them. He is extremely intelligent. People's intelligence with me is based off of their awareness of reality. Our ability to critically think is what separates us from being animals. We are not animals. Shout out to Underworld. Shout out Retracted. But we're not animals. None of us. We are sentient beings. We are intelligent. We are designed by intelligent agency. And an animal can't understand that if it runs out in front of a bus, that it's not technically moving faster than the bus, and that if the bus actually does strike it, it will get hurt or killed. Um, it just can't put that together. It does know that it's in danger when there's an immediate threat. However, it doesn't understand reasoning. And a lot of people today can't understand reasoning. That's why they're not prepared to leave their jobs. We are going to have to leave our jobs. We are going to have to, we have to. We don't have a choice because they are trying, in case anyone doesn't know, they are trying to kill us. And there's pictures of what's inside. Shout out to Dr. Robert Young. Because I might not be able to show it on YouTube. However, I am going to talk about every single doctor out there, and all you have to do is look them up easily. If anybody comes across this video, you should be looking up Robert Malone, Yeadon, Tom Cohen. I'll shout him out. I'll shout him out all the time. Because for some reason, we're in a society where people feel like they have to, if you ask me, the doctors I've been speaking with, they love that people like me are speaking out and trying to gain knowledge about disease enhancement, antibody-dependent enhancement, things like that, because they are at risk of losing their medical license, and I'm not. You see what I'm saying? It's time now for a new world. And we've been presented with a grand opportunity now in order to fix this, because I don't know if you guys are, but I'm not planning on going back to normal. Oh, no. Now that everything is all screwed up, we're not going back to the slave state. We're not going back to the slave society anymore. See what I'm saying? They should have kept it the way they had it. Because if you ask me, they had it very good. They had slaves that wanted to stay working at their jobs every day. Yeah, they had the little pesky truthers, like I put in my song, slaughter the truthers that step on our feelings. Georgia Guidestones, maintain humanity under 500 million, in balance with nature, and obey the reptilians. That's how they feel. And like David Icke says, though, as well, they don't understand reality. They are psychopaths and they have no empathy. Therefore, they can't understand. And let me say this real quick. You guys see this cow here? I try to fit what I can. I hate jumping all over the place, but I like to offend. Let me say this for all the carnivorous individuals out here and people that eat meat. You can do that. The people that don't eat meat, you can do that. I really don't care. Let me say this for a second. Eating a burger. This might be slightly off topic, but I have to say this. Eating a burger is not the same thing as going out, killing an animal, cutting it open, preparing it. You understand? Because a lot of people like to say, they like to say, you eat a burger and now you're upset that they're killing animals, killing a cow. I didn't kill a cow, number one. You understand? I don't even know if I would kill a cow, okay? It has to be an extreme situation. And I have to have a family that I need to provide for, okay? In certain cases, you understand? When you can get free food from the earth, there's a lot of things involved. But I have to say this. A lot of people are thinking that the same thing as eating a burger is killing a cow. No. The cow is dead. If anything, people eating the burger is allowing the flesh to not go in a way to waste, which means that murder, there's a difference when you're killing something to kill it versus killing something to eat. That's the first difference between two things. Animals don't kill other animals to kill. They kill to eat. That's it. I just had to say that. Has nothing to do with whether you're a vegetarian or not. I'm just putting it out there. Just like all the people. Oh, back to what I was saying. It goes with the people with this abortion thing. Oh, you got the right to choose. First off, if you, I'm gonna say it. If you agree with abortion, then maybe you should have been aborted. What happened to you? I mean, it's never too late. Oh, was that mean? Did I hurt your feelings? Come see me in person. I'll say it to your face. Guarantee you won't touch me because that'll be the worst day of your life. Anyway, I want to say this again. This is how I'm going to end the show off as well. Women, Hey, Matt. I am so sorry. I've really missed every single one of you individuals, and I was like, I was not going live today. I'm like, you know what? I'm going live. I got all of these open tabs. I was like, I don't care. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I am going back live. Period. Yes, yes. Matt, I am actually trained in. You know what? Here's the thing about it. I know. I wasn't going to talk about this. It doesn't even matter. I've always been able to actually fight very, very well. So well that I didn't even need to fight in any school system at all throughout my life. I tried to fight around two people. I tried to instigate the fight, and they actually did not fight. They stopped. I pushed a couple people. You guys have to understand, I was in high school, and I was angry with people with reason. I never went around bullying. I was never a bully or anything. I had people personally try and start fights with me, and some of them were messing with my girlfriend. A lot of things. So I walk up to them, straight push you straight in the floor, and they got up and walked away. And I'm like, come on, man, that's not enough for you to swing on me, God. But to be fair, I respected everybody's girlfriends. I respected everybody's friends. I would never do anything. Like here, let me give you and then I'll tell you what I'm trained in. Let me give you an example. If someone is staring at my girlfriend's butt, yeah, we already know how that goes, right? Stare all you like, it's perfectly fine. I can't tell you what to do with your eyes. That's and a lot of people try and fight over that nonsense. Let me explain. They can do whatever they want. Now, if they were to come up and try and talk with you, or they're harassing you in some kind of way, I expect my girlfriend to explain to them that they're in a relationship and that they need to back away, and that they're being a problem, that they don't want anything to do with you. And men have to respect that. If a girl doesn't want to deal with you, you need to stop harassing them and get away from them. Okay, once they've made that clear. Now, at that point, that the male does not stop, then you can stand up for your girlfriend. But it's not your girlfriend. You don't own anyone. So if they're such a whore that they are going to disrespect you by engaging with other men who are hitting on them and flirting with them right in front of you, as if you're not in a relationship with them, it's just disrespectful. It has nothing to do with trust. It's just how little they respect you. And that's the problem. So I would be more upset with the female than the male. So there is that. But yeah, I took karate ever since I've been around 6 years old or so. But also, I had a private instructor to teach me Tai Chi, in which it took 9 months for me to actually learn a little bit of grasping swallow's tail. Quite beautiful, though, and it has a very beautiful history as well. And that's kind of why I don't want to be under a tyrannical regime where you have to do and practice things in secret, like Tai Chi, where you actually have to, the movements of it are now compared to almost yoga, because you were not allowed to practice any martial arts during that time period. So when they seen people doing these very slow melodic movements out, in their fields and things, they actually were training fights. They were training for fights. They were training in martial arts, but it was so slow that it just didn't look like it. So tyrannical regimes will make you have to do that. You're soon going to have to, have a card in order to go outside of your house. And if you do go out, you have to hide, or you have to make it look like you're not going out. Do what they do on the news and wear a mask. Bam! Violence isn't the only solution, but it is the final answer. I agree. Well, it's not necessarily violence, but it's defense. We all have the right to defend ourselves. Therefore, if someone puts their hands on you, no matter how angry you make them, you have a right to defend yourself. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. I've been just trying to train and stuff. That's kind of no. I'm actually not a black belt or anything. It started getting a little bit cultic when I got out of it. I was in it for years. Elevator music for. But Yeah. We all have the right to defend ourselves, though. I'm not a violent person. I don't want you guys to think that. I do joke about it, but I'm also very serious. Truthers need to be ready to stand up for themselves, and they need to be ready. I'm ready for a fight. If someone wants to fight, when I am obviously here for a debate, a logical, a scientific, and a compassionate, I'm here to help. When I get people saying, I'm not going to quit my job for this and I don't want your help, okay, that's fine. You're not going to be calling me. You're not going to start a fight with me after you have these reactions to this whatever it is concoction. You're not going to be calling me. You're not going to be harassing me. If you're not going to prep for food shortages, you're not going to be at my door trying to take away my preps. I'm not going to allow you to threaten my close friends or family with your ignorance and your laziness. I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to allow it. I'm not Jesus. Okay? Any man claiming to be the son of our creator, I can't wrap my head around that. I just can't. I think that the creator is the creator. And I think that all the glory goes to the one who created us, the Almighty, not to some man you have to be very careful. If the mainstream pushes it, it's fake. If the mainstream wrote it, it's fake. I don't listen to mainstream music. I was fighting the mainstream music back in high school. You know? Nakashima says, I'm a black belt at making beats and writing rhymes. 90% proficiency. Oh yeah, 100%. That's the way I think that it's really supposed to be. I think everything has been designed to take the glory away from the one who created us. Whether it's multiple religions, whether it is your inner self, whether it is anything, I really feel, and it's just the way I feel, but there's more than enough proof that they said the earth is more than 10,000 or so years old, 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, in order to go against scripture. They say that aliens could be real in order to go against scripture. They say that we're on a spinning ball in order to go against scripture. They also alter the scripture and change the scripture in order to go against scripture. And they put the Pope to go against scripture with scripture and his own scripture, and then create the Pope saying he'll baptize an alien to go against scripture and scripture at the same time, and his own scripture. I mean, it's one big contradiction. There's so much nonsense in it that it's really not hard to even see through this nonsense. It really it isn't. It's not hard to see through it. That's why I say everyone can feel how they want to feel. It's fine if you want to, but you have to hold things loosely, and that way you can be flexible to find what truth is and what it isn't. Know what I mean? I think that just too many people, all the sleeping sheep, go to church, and when I find myself in the same practices as people who are asleep, when I find myself working jobs all day, every day, in multiple jobs, I find myself falling into the same category that these other people are falling into, saying that they're not going to change their perspectives on that. They'll get whatever they're required to get into their body in order to keep working. And I realize that they think money is everything. And when I see people in that fashion, it's not attractive in the slightest. Most of the people, I'll tell you guys something. This same guy that I've been talking about, he also has been having relations with multiple women that had this therapy for their genes. And I will tell you right now, if you're afraid to get something, why would you be having all of these relations without protection, of course, because that's why I got this abortion thing up on my screen, because people think that you can do acts that are for, bringing new life into the world somehow and not have this happen. And this isn't a knock to women. This is for more women empowerment, if you ask me. First off, women know their bodies, and they do know if something isn't right. Second off, if you are raped against your will, you have hours and hours and hours. Not hours, sorry, days. If I'm not mistaken, it's up to almost 5 days to get emergency contraception and to make sure you don't get any so-called sexual STIs, or STDs, whatever they want to call it. They call it now a whole bunch of stuff. UFP or something, on whatever. I don't, it's all BS. I can say it in 2 syllables. I don't even have to think about what it is. But you should be going to the hospital if somebody jumps on you illegally and stuff like that to begin with. Not illegally, but without your consent, and if they possibly could get you sick. But you're not supposed to be doing this so my first question for anybody, if you want my advice on dating, is you ask first, are you a human or not? That's putting it nicely, because you are not a human if you've had this. I won't treat you like a human. Know what I mean? So, and that's, not trying to be mean, but that's kind of where it is. This has been one big distraction, though. Abortion. Real quick, I want to hop on that because you guys have piqued my interest. I use the door. Not that you guys asked, but I want to insert myself. I actually use sonar. You guys probably see it at the bottom of my screen. I use some sonar. Got a little bit of After Effects. I've been doing a little bit of Fruity Loops here at the bottom of the screen. You guys see it? A little bit of Fruity Loops. I've been using Advid, some Pro Tools. I'm all over the place, from Audacity, GTR, all of that. Reason. I do have Reason as well. That's awesome. Oh, since 2003. That's awesome. Holy crap. That is awesome. Yeah, I had Cakewalk in the when they first came out, Cakewalk Home Studio. My first software, I think, was Cakewalk Home Studio, version 2, back, oh man, in the late 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, MPC. Yeah, I use I got a couple. I got a couple, man. I'm gonna do a video in my studio a little bit, and soon, and I'm also going to play some guitar live and stuff like that. If you guys think would you guys watch my show if I play some guitar live on here in between some of these chats? I was thinking about adding that into the show. Put a little live guitar, that way I can't mess up, right? But yeah, this has been, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you've noticed it. This has been a huge problem here, where I'm hearing a lot of weird things come out of people's mouths about this abortion thing, where they're just like, women can't, you got to tell. If anybody has seen this procedure of how a baby is ripped apart from shoulders, legs, arms, sorry to be so graphic. This is one of the most inhumane things I think I've seen. Mag Bitter Truth actually showed on his channel where one doctor said he did like 30 a day. One doctor, 30 a day. I mean, come on. You got to be kidding. That means it's worse than what I thought it was, and I know that it was up there. I know it was. Now, sure says, Space Station, your guitar is top shelf. Thank you. Oh, I got some amazing stuff I want to do live. I really want to do some solos and stuff. Do some metal solos, of course, but I want to do some blues. I want to do a lot of Texas. Shout out to Shauna. I want to do a little bit of Texas shuffle solos and stuff. I'm really learning some Texas style stuff. Oh yeah, David, the thing is, I've had to watch so much disgusting crap. I've had it. It is depressing. Why do I have to do it? I am not a doctor. I mean, hold on. I identify as the God of this world. However, since we're allowed to do that in 2001 or 2021, whatever you want to call it, year 1, the reset. You can identify as whatever you want now, and I do identify as the new ruler. However, it should not be my job to have to be the new ruler and be a doctor and look into what's happening in hospitals and look up the germ theory and look up history and look up religion and look up science. But if you don't do it, now we learn what happens when you don't. People lie and then they kill you. So I've taken it upon myself now to have to look up, the whole germ theory, disease enhancement, coagulation in the blood. Isolation of particles, terrain theory. Look at this crap. Real science versus pseudoscience. I love busting people on pseudoscience. I love it. It is my favorite thing. Where is that at in the scientific method? you do that. Where's that at in the Constitution? Where's that at? That's how you do that. Look, you guys want to win everything? Ask the question. Where is it at? Don't make any claims. Just say where's it at? Show me where you've got an experiment showing that you have that masks actually stop viral particles. And once you show me the experiment, can you also go through and show me the independent, dependent, and control variable for that and the way it was manipulated and stuff? Can you name all that and prove to me? Yeah, all right. And can you also show me where it was repeated? Oh, it'll get tired. It'll get so bad. They'll start squirming like they do over at Nathan's. Blog post written today. What? Undernourished people in the world, 854 million. This is proof enough right here. No. Obese people in the world, 791 million. So if you got 791 million obese people, that's how many? 791 million people, two less watching Travis Jones's channel. Maybe if they stop doing what they're doing and go watch some Travis Jones, you might actually learn, right, not to eat at 33 McDonald's, right? Look at this crap. Money spent on obesity-related diseases. Oh, that's it? So there's 700 million and 300 million spent. Got it. That covers everybody, right? Waffles. Like water sticking to the exterior of, hey. It could happen in Narnia. I mean, come on. I've seen people walk through a closet into a new world. Come on now. That's nothing. Water sticking to the outside. Come on, David. You know this, man. Deaths caused by water-related diseases this year. That's close to the, the big, terrible numbers that we all see on the news every day. I tripped over 5 dead bodies coming to my studio. Trust me, tripped on them. They've been there for a while. It's been a year. Flatten the curve. They're pretty flat now. Naga Streamers. How does this even happen, by the way? 700 million people with no access to safe drinking water? From the World Health Organization. Let me say this. This is a nice soundbite. 788 million people with no access to safe drinking water. Sourced from Progress on Drinking Water, Sanitation, and Hygiene from the World Health Organization. Water from the World Health Organization. Water-related diseases information sheets directly from the World Health Organization. Okay. So let's keep ourselves safe. Water comes from the earth, deep in the earth. Almost anywhere you dig. Prime water. This is how entire nations. It is amazing. It's terrific. in the real sense of the word terrific, of course. Hey, Cryptic. Oh, man. How are you, my friend? I got some stuff to talk with you about, man. Hope everything's okay. I know that you were dealing with some stuff with work, as we all are now. I mentioned you earlier in the stream, actually, Cryptic. Days to the end of oil. 42 years. I bet you 42 years from now. Oh, God. Sorry, I said something stupid just now, did I? 42 years from now. There is no such thing as 42 years from now. What is going on? Sorry, I slipped up there, guys. Sorry. Seasonal. Stupid to say, too. God. Abortions this year. Let's see, my friend. Oh, it's a small number, David. Oh, God. I'm saying stupid stuff, ain't I? Just like those idiot Trumpers. And they're like, it took decades for Rome to fall. You mean Rome? You mean a place that never even existed? According to decades of research by Fomenko that you can't even debunk? It took decades for that fictional Narnia place, Rome, to fall? No. America's not going to fall in decades, my friend. It's already almost there. I mean, it's pretty much on the ground wiping itself off. It hasn't even gotten back up. It just didn't did yet. It's close to it. 2052. That's what I hear people saying that to me. See, people aren't allowed to say that to me. You can't walk up and say that to me without getting cussed out. You're not allowed to walk up and say, well, could you imagine a world in 2052? No, I can't. And neither can you. Idiot. 2052. I hate saying that. I seen a video. It was by Flat Out Truth. He actually was talking about the real origin of the word idiot and idiosyncrasy. Syncrates, is that how you say it? Being a person who goes by their own drum. It's amazing how our entire language has been completely hijacked. You know, flat earther, blah, blah, blah. At one point, being a flat earther was probably 100% the way it normally is. But yeah, over time, that's the way that happens. So abortions this year, it's only been a couple in the past 2 seconds. But yeah, 30 million abortions this year. Sexual and reproductive health, World Health Organization. That's what I'm saying. You're really sitting around here trying to pretend, right, that my body, my choice. Big protests and all this nonsense about Texas. My dad said something. I almost slapped him in the face because he gets on my nerves. He said, man, I wouldn't want to live in Texas. He's almost communist. He said, I wouldn't want to live in, he's brainwashed. I wouldn't want to live in Texas. You mean anybody can carry a gun? I feel perfectly safe in Texas. I'd go there in a heartbeat. I know for a fact I stand 99. Look, my statistics come straight from the CDC. I stand a 99% chance of getting shot by the police here in DC than I do getting shot randomly for robbery in Texas. Because real people that aren't part of organizations have weapons and they don't use them because they don't want to. The other people that have on badges want to shoot people. They're trained to do that. God. He's like, I wouldn't want to go to Texas, man. I don't want to get shot. Those people are crazy. It's like the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. It's the Wild Wild West. Every time I hear the song, I mix it up with getting jiggy with it. God, Will Smith, man. What the hell happened there? Hey, Crypt says, my work talks shit and sends out emails. Yeah. My friend mentioned, my ex-friend, stating that you need to be or a negative test to work to show, but then they don't actually check or enforce. You can literally download a pic of a negative test. Well, thank you for letting me know that. I might actually use that. I didn't know that. But I do plan on suing. So earlier in the stream, I mentioned something about it. There's a lot of things you can actually sue about, even if you're in a at will state. So when they start mentioning certain things, or like some jobs are taking your temperature, you can't impersonate a biosecurity officer. So there's a lot of things you can do, but I wouldn't go down without a fight. You know what I mean? They can't do that. Not after, the pictures of all of the things that we found inside of these strange things swimming around, parasites. A couple people have got sick at work, but they were, yeah, double, yeah. Well, Cryptic, listen. Look. Now, you see, guys, now I got to expose Cryptic. He's up here talking about this weird thing. Okay, just because they're double jabbed doesn't mean that they're. God. It doesn't mean that. Okay, I don't have to show you guys proof. Okay, listen. We have a pandemic of the unjabbed happening. It doesn't matter just because they're sick after they're double. They're not triple, so that's why they got sick. Because they're not triple, Cryptic. God, they got to be triple jabbed. That's how it works, man. Tell them Amish said, go get the triple. That way, they won't ever be sick again. They'll go to sleep and I hate saying that. I do. But people are so ridiculous now doing this nonsense. One of my best friends I grew up with now is saying, he's not even going to fight. He said he's going to hold out as long as he can, and then he's going to get it. I said, dude, your job is not worth your health under any circumstances. I will help you by getting a lawyer. I will help you fight this at no cost to him. How good of a friend. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, guys. Look, the God of the New World would never, ever toot his own horn or trumpets. But you got somebody offering to help you out in a real big way, and you deny it. You say, no, I just can't lose my job. So I know that I'll die after I do this because little microscopic things will start to form in my blood. And then I solve in coagulation for my heart to stop, right? You guys like that? That's my little Baphomet swing on that. You know what I mean? Oh, everything, Cryptic. I'm sorry. Everything. I didn't even want to go no longer than an hour. But every time I'm on here, you all are so fun to talk to. There's no one else for me to really communicate with on this type of level. I work with a lot of people outside of here. I might have mentioned I work with a lot of people in person. I might actually be the only individual that works with the most people right now. All the way from to Texas, all the way up to down to Florida, to Maine. I mean, I have people everywhere. Hand radio operators and everything, which now you gotta have permits for and stuff. We're ready. We are ready. I mean, I got connections across the board now. I told them, I was like, hey, dude, I got a YouTube network where I'm spreading some truth. They're like, oh, that's cool. Keep doing it. They're not even interested in coming in on my stream. They're like, no. Screw all that. We don't use cell phones. We're not here for that. It's Amish country. This is where we are. This is what we're doing. Going back to the Amish ways is going to be the only way, right? Hey, speaking of the Matrix, did you guys see the trailer for the Matrix? Oh my God. Okay, all right. I think, I'm just saying, they're running damage control. They said to Neo, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I'm going to watch The Matrix. The Matrix, by the way, is my favorite movie because it is the most real movie. I didn't understand it for 20 years. I understand it now. Yeah. All in all, my favorite. Keanu Reeves was absolutely my favorite actress, whatever. I don't even care anymore. in the trailer, they said something to him like, and he goes, what are you saying? I'm crazy? And I'm like, oh, wait. So because so many people have used the Matrix in this way to wake people up in the biggest way in the world, now they're trying to what? Run damage control and say that Neo is crazy now, that all this was a dream or a lie, or I brought into it, or some kind of weird conspiracy theory. Oh, okay. We'll see. We'll see. But to be honest with you, I've never actually not wanted to see a Matrix film the way I don't want to see this one. I have no desire to even see it. And I never, ever thought I would say that publicly like that or even feel that way. But yeah, I don't want to see the Matrix, the new one. I don't want to see any films. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. So I enjoy your streams more than anyone else's. Just wish you did more. Thank you, man. Hey, I'm definitely going to try to. I don't want to sound too repetitive. I've kind of just been nervous to even, because there is a lot of information, but a lot of this stuff is, it runs all connected into each other. And I've seen how it really works, how everything connects with each other. Everything connects with each other. To me, I see it all. I see the whole climate agenda, which one of the sheep, one of the more awake, the sheep with two eyes open, Lisa Haven, has been mentioning about. See, here's the thing. I watch some information from people to figure out. I have multiple levels of information. I'm watching doctors, I'm watching researchers, I'm watching reporters, I'm watching what bills they're passing, I'm watching gun owners, I'm watching everything. What bills they're trying to write in, what's happening over in the UK, what's happening here, what's happening there, blah, blah, blah. What they're writing in here, what they're writing in there. And I see it all working together. This whole thing, like I said from the beginning, was for climate. Now with climate lockdowns and with climate change, with like I said, they're manipulating the weather. Therefore, with them manipulating the weather, we're under attack and we have to stop that, because if we don't, this COVID thing doesn't have to happen anymore. So once that's been fixed and it's done and there's no more COVID, there's a climate, and it'll be in more of an unstable, like I said, we're seeing the earthquakes, we're seeing this, we're seeing that. And the more, the more beaten the population is, the easier they are to control at that point. So now we're under extreme danger, and it isn't from the mandates. It's from what's really coming. Because when it comes down to these people flooding people out all across the world, and you start losing your houses, okay? Then all of a sudden, when you start seeing it, whether it's people dropping or whether people are getting hit with hurricanes every single year. Like I said, we see evidence of mud floods and we see evidence of all of this stuff. We may not have even seen these people turn up the weather the way they could. All right? They could really, really turn up, okay, in my opinion. Cryptic, surprised they didn't make him part of Hey, I haven't seen the film hasn't come out yet. He might be. I mean, he kind of looks like it a little bit. That Keanu Reeves doesn't touch any women in his videos. I mean, his pictures and stuff. He's a hands-off guy. You guys remember that? All the fake, the no hands photos. Notice that Keanu Reeves does not touch any of his fans, and he doesn't take a chance. See, I'm the opposite of that. Every time somebody wants a photo with me, I'm normally almost sucking on their face. So we got to do a meet and greet soon. This dude is just, oh God, I'm so frustrated with him. So frustrated with him. All of his stuff, whether it's Matrix, whether it's John Wick, what's the other one? Constantine. Oh, don't get me started on Constantine. All right, guys, I'm going to mention, you know what? I'm not doing it in the stream. I'll do it in a different stream. Cryptic, if Cryptic is still in the building. Yeah, Cryptic is in the building. Yeah, this is the Breaking the Matrix. I'm going to be doing episodes in Breaking the Matrix. I decided to stop doing some titles. I might go back and forth with the titles, but This is going to be almost a compilation, just to let everybody know, of when I come on here and do shows. This will be to put shows out, but I probably will be doing some area specific shows. But this will be to do, to get some shows out and stuff and to be able to talk. I figured out how to dance around some of this stuff for so far from what I've seen. Been able to dance around this stuff. I've been able to moonwalk. I think I told Nathan Oakley, I was like, dude, I've learned how to moonwalk without gravity around. Oh man. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Indeed. Indeed, they will. They want to destroy everything. And a lot of people don't know that. I've been getting into a debate with people about, the towers. And since it just came up, I couldn't do a stream on that day because I get too fired up. You guys want to know what kind of woke me up first? It was Netflix. Netflix woke me up back when they decided to let In Plain Sight on Netflix. I have no idea why they did that. They screwed me up. And Netflix created me. Guys, all of the people that hate truthers, blame Netflix. You shouldn't have brought the truth out for that short period of time. Years ago, way back. And I seen that and I was like, wow, okay, I see how they roll. The In Plain Sight. In Plain Sight, the 2008 documentary. Yeah. It's been a while. I knew about this stuff, but it wasn't put together to me properly the way it was supposed to. Awesome documentary. Awesome documentary. listen, not Dr. Street. Look. I'm the most offended and offensive person in here. Okay. I'm not going to keep telling you that you trying to, be more offended to me is offending me. All right. I find you offensive for finding me offensive. That means by default, I'm more offended. All right. All right. Crippy says, I think Atlantis was real, but it wasn't just one place. It was a world thing that got mud flooded. Possibly. I think a little bit of that is the Atlantean. I know Eric Dubé did a lot of work on the Atlantean conspiracy, and a lot of that stuff was amazing. Really, I've noticed a lot of locations now because I used to study some of those older maps a lot, and I was like trying to match this stuff because I'm real big on trying to match these maps with what is today. And what was screwing me up, this is what I mean by how it's all connected. What was screwing me up was them saying the land masses were changed, blah, blah, blah. No. Nothing was really changed. And then when you actually look at some of the work that a lot of these people have done, like John Levi and everybody with mud flood and Tartaria work, they're showing how these artificial coastlines, see, what we're looking at is man-made coastlines. See, I'm just really good at putting dots together. I'm extremely good at that. And I expect a lot of other people to be really good with that, but a lot of them aren't. And I don't mean to sound harsh with people, but they're not understanding that it's not that the land mass has changed. It's that you're also looking at artificial, coastlines. So you have no idea in some cases when these coastlines were put in. So some of these maps are not going to look the same, not because of climate change, not because of whether they flooded it then or didn't flood it, or whether something rose, or because we don't have a timeline, a proper timeline of when it all happened. So when you're looking at these maps, which now we've been figuring out a lot of these maps are just not even reliable maps of this age. So you see how it all ties together? What we're looking at is just not real at all. None of it is. I mean, it's real, but at the same time, it's not real. It's like, it doesn't happen the way that people say that it happened. See what I'm saying? So I've been looking over all that stuff because I really want to figure a lot of that stuff out. Like, I've been into it really deep, and I think I got a pretty big handle on it. I just don't like talking about my theories when I put them together, even if I got a lot of evidence about it, even if I can prove it 100%. I don't like some of them because there's certain things I want to focus on. But for the most part, like I said, some of these guys, like Jay Dreamers and things, a lot of these guys are mystery guys. Gina, this is Owen Benjamin. I got him earlier, but Gina and them, they're mystery guys, and a lot of people love, mysteries, and mysteries keep people entertained. And they don't even realize that the stuff that they're looking at is all fake. You know what I mean? All right. Wild Man says, Google the land of Lucifer. Of course, they put this. Oh, I almost said it, guys. See, I'm nice. Right? There it is. Right here. America. The real Babylon. That's what I like to call it. Huh. I agree. I agree with that 100%. America means, huh. That's interesting. I've never actually Googled that, but I'd like to look into that. Sorry, I'm not. I'm just reading some of this stuff. It's interesting. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this. You see this? Oh, you know what? Because it's almost been 2 hours, I'm going to do something that I normally do not do. The Rosicrucians, the Rosy Cross. Boom, Red Cross. Freemasons is the New Atlantis. Holy crap, this stuff is interesting right here. America. Holy crap. All right. I gotta watch this tonight. I wanna look more into this. I'm pretty pumped about that. I want to talk about the occult. I'm only gonna talk about the occult only on this stream. I'm probably gonna end it off with the occult on this stream. I have been studying the occult. I think I told you guys about all this for a while. It's been over 2 decades. I think I'm probably the most proficient individual in the occult, if you ask me, and I hate that. But I have to tell you something about David Icke and what I've seen today with David Icke, and how this ties in. Otherwise, I'm not going to explain the occult because I don't want to talk about it. I don't think anybody needs to truly know anything about the occult as far as I'm concerned, because of like I said, I'll explain it, but let me get into it. If you guys get a chance and you haven't seen this, David Icke, right here, words in your head, they're telling you to get forced. So what's, I don't know if I want to get into it. Anyway, if you guys get a chance to watch that, watch that. But yeah, there's apparently he was saying that a lot of people have been reporting that they've had these fleeting thoughts in their head saying, go and do this and go and do that. Go and get, and people who are against it have gotten, gone to get it. And it's because he mentioned that it's been invading into their, and he showed, he was reading from some of the books and things and some of the patents and things that were published, decades ago with technology. Now, like I said, they want you to believe that they are very advanced. So it's 50-50. But I wanted to talk about how that connects with the occult. Here is what the occult is. Okay. Nobody has really gotten this correct. So I'm going to get it correct. I'm not going to look for everything. I might do one more stream on it and I'll get the information, and I'll put it all together for you. I might do one. Okay. But this is just an overview. What he was saying in it was that this can give you a influence. It can give you a thought in your head where you're like, oh, maybe I should go. And you think it's yours because it's actually getting put into your subconscious. Now, let me explain to you guys what the occult really is, okay? This goes to Sigmund Freud and the rest of them as well. The Abramelin, 3-part book, Sacred Magic of Abramelin the Mage. I have read this book more than any other book. I've almost memorized it. And I had an obsession with all this stuff. But let me explain something about all of these grimoires and these things. This is all to control your subconscious. So when you actually look up because I actually learned how to speak and how to write the Enochian language. I mean, inside and out. I thought I was learning, and I wasn't. Well, I was. Sorry to say it that way. I was learning a lot. Okay. This Enochian language was by Dr. John Dee, and him and Edward Kelly on their scrying sessions. And he said that an angel actually, this is a real language, by the way. It is actually like a real language. Okay. The Enochian angelic language. He's mentioned this, Edward Kelly and him. Oh, here it is right here, actually. They're talking about it. John Dee, Edward Kelly. John Dee was the advisor for the Queen. There's a lot of weird things that I noticed. They said he made a lifelike bird, robotic bird that was so lifelike that it scared people and things. Right? It is, though. And a lot of things that just didn't make sense, and I didn't understand, but I understand it all now. So here's the thing about this. Doing these particular types of things, the calls of Enoch, you're not going to get the real transcribed version of these. There is a certain way in order to get these original transcriptions of, things like that. There's a lot of misspelled things, a lot of changed things, a lot of these guys are all frauds. Every single person you see on YouTube who's done this, they're frauds. I'll tell you that firsthand. When you actually know this language and you know how to speak this language and you understand how to do these calls and you understand how to put your mind into this trance, what you're trying to do here, the goal of this is to control your subconscious. That's what this teaches you. Sigmund Freud mentioned about occultism and how other psychologists had to stop, because they don't want another outbreak of different occultisms and things like that. They're just breaking out in general. And that is what you are trying to do. It's control your subconscious. Now, I want you to think about that for a minute, what that means to control your subconscious. Now, if you take a look tonight or whenever you get time and you check out David Icke's video, where how they are telling you to go get this, he's mentioning about how they're giving you, where they're using your blood, your bones, actually almost similar to an antenna. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff with it, but it was weird. And I was like, dude, I actually want to speak a little bit about this on a show. I'd like to do I'd like to talk about it, because it's weird that they're talking about your subconscious, and he mentioned it. All right, David, thank you for joining. I know, man, I'm going to try and do it a little bit like a half an hour earlier, but if it gets to the point where I'm done with my other job, you guys, I'll be doing 6-hour streams. I mean, I'm going to rival Martin Litka. I'd love to actually get him on one day. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd love to actually just peck his brain. That dude is amazing. I'm going to try. I'm nervous about talking to some people because I'm like, oh, yeah, you want to come and talk to me for a little bit? I got like 500 people that might want to check you out, like talk. No, dude. No. I don't have time for that. We're up in the tens of thousands here trying to, get some truth out. We don't have time to come on your channel, Amish. You know what I mean? I know he's not like that, though. He's an awesome person. But, I am a little bit nervous about this stuff. But he probably would come on and have a conversation with me. David Icke actually came on the new channel for Autodidactic Campbell. It's awesome. Kirby says subconscious will understand things that your local mind won't, logical mind won't. Yep. That's the whole point of the occult. So when you're actually learning the occult, whether it's the calls of Enoch, whether it is the Goetia, lesser key of Solomon, Goetia, part of the lesser key of Solomon. There's also the greater key of Solomon, Thurgia Goetia, the Clavicula. These books, Aleister Crowley, McGregor Mathers. This stuff is it's heavy. It really is, and it's completely misunderstood because they don't. A lot of people don't get it. Your subconscious is everything. That is how. But there's ways of getting into it. So, David Icke also mentioned that they can hypnotize you in a way. These frequencies, and we know about sacred geometry frequencies, and that's what they're sending out to you is these frequencies. So you guys also know about the protest stuff, the anti-gather. What is that called? My mind is blank. Where they can send out a frequency to make you disperse with the military gear, crowd dispersion. Right here, crowd dispersion technology and stuff. So this is what they can do. They send these frequencies out so you can tune your mind. Okay. You can tune your mind into being able to understand what this is. The Ars Goetia, the Pauline art, the notary art, Ars Paulina, Ars Goetia. All of it is part of this entire thing, every single bit of it. So it's all really, really connected to your subconscious. And when you understand, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's not something I recommend. I don't recommend dabbling into the occult like I did. I don't recommend it. I've changed my entire life because of this. Okay, back when I was learning a lot of this stuff, I was in high school, 15, 16, 17, almost, and I was using a lot of this stuff to figure things out and trying to manipulate people's thoughts and things and get people to speak comfortably with me in certain ways. This is a form of hypnotism. It is a lost art, but it is used for nothing but deception. And when you actually get that higher level of understanding of what this stuff actually is, it's completely, you really truly understand, but it's tuning your mind to this. So if you can't do it through years, and it does take years, by the way, of practicing these things, in order to do it, you have to actually study the calls of Enoch. You have to actually study the Enochian language, and you have to actually be able to do it, and you have to be able to resonate with it, and you have to be able to put yourself in that trance state. And when you're in that trance state, you are not the same individual. I tell you right now, you're not the same person. You're just not. Your mind doesn't work the same way. Yeah. Yes, you might be 100% right. It's really strange. They use symbols and frequency that you don't see as harmful, but your subconscious will be affected 100%. It's like Wi-Fi and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like it's there. It's there. You might not see it, but it's there. And we can detect it. We can observe it. Unlike gravity, can't observe gravity. Yes, indeed. 100%. 100%. So I don't recommend this, but excuse me, guys, COVID. Sorry, COVID. I had to borrow that from Max Egan. Shout out to the Crow House. I'd like to get him on for a show. I don't think I can get Max on for a show. He'll get me kicked off YouTube right away, instantly. You're bringing on Max Egan up, banned. 3 strikes in a row for the same video. They might even stick me up on trending just to make an example if I bring him on my channel. They don't want him back. But I just wanted to tell you guys that because it was strange. While I was watching that Ike video where he was showing these devices, messing with people's subconscious and giving them thoughts, making them think that they're. See, when you have to open yourself up and completely control your subconscious, which is thought to be almost impossible. However, that's what these things are designed to do. There is, I mean, I could go on and on about these things. It's insane. But like I said, this is what happens when you dabble in this stuff and you don't really know exactly what you're doing and you go too deep. Because that's what I did. I went a little bit too deep, and I paid a lot of money for a lot of documents and a lot of things that I and many others, if anybody, will never actually put online. You know what I'm saying? I have real transcribed versions of a lot of different manuscripts that I won't scan and put online. I'm not going to do that. Even if somebody asks me, I can't do that. No. No, it's because it's not for anything good. And I found that with me, it's isn't it amazing? I mean, you see signs of it everywhere. Darkbooks.org, Enochian, angelic language. Dark books, angelic language. I mean, it's right in front of you. I even have a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't even know about the Rosicrucians. Rosie Cross was extremely tight knit. I mean, you can't find anything on the Rosicrucians. I have an entire fake WikiLeaks dump on it. All right, I kid you not. I'm not interested in talking about the occult. A lot of people like to stick to their strengths, and I respect that. But I'm not coming on here talking about the occult. I'm not here for that. You know what I mean? Kurt says there's a reason why they make TV more powerful than the human eye can even detect. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They actually do that with frames. So the frame rate on things where you actually can stop the frames on a lot of people's like music videos and stuff. It's all subliminal. It's all subliminal. Thing is that because I understand this stuff here, it doesn't work with me. So I can see things right away with the subliminal messaging and stuff and stuff like that. I can see it. I was actually one of the first ones to actually call out like Justin Bieber's video where he actually, I mean, I see it like it's there. I see it instantly. I work in frames. That's what I do. You know what I mean? Here's After Effects right here. I work in frames. I understand frame rate, you know, high, like more than anybody. I feel, you know, I work in it. I'm trained to instantly see it. There's things that just get burned into my memory, and I'm a visual person. I learned how to read like music and stuff like that, and I use these visual types of things in order to equate it. You know, I was so, you know, never mind. Scratch that. Oh yeah, Philly, 100%. Oh, I know. Wow, man, 100%. Yeah. Absolute insanity. But yeah, that's why I don't want to really talk about the occult stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not here for that. I might do that at some point, but I want it to be one of those optional things that if you're interested in it and you're okay with me bashing it, even if it sounds interesting, I'm still going to bash it hardcore because I don't want to encourage it. I don't, because I understand it. I finally grasped it all. I understand it. Studied it. I needed to know it. I needed to learn it. It was the most important thing in the world for me. I had to. I had no choice. Became addicted to it. And now I have a channel and I refuse to talk about it. I think that actually says enough. Know what I mean? So there's that. Anyway, guys, Cryptic, I am going to definitely get back with you, man. They're starting to mandate a lot of crazy crap. There's compilations online of Lord Biden and Fauci Christ, like saying, like, I'm not mandating anything. Yo, man, I'm mandating this. Like back to forth. Like people are just so stupid. They can't understand this. It is amazing. It's like the most brainwashed sheep in the world. You know what I mean? It's insane. It really is. And that's what they're trying to do is push this now. This is complete government overreach. I'm not going to lie. It is complete government overreach. And they really, now is the time right here. 100%. I want to get some toilet paper made, by the way. I want to see if I can sell toilet paper on my site. Now, look, I know you guys, look, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Okay. But I'm looking for a sponsor of a custom toilet paper company that can put people's faces, put these symbols here printed on people's toilet paper. And I want to advertise that on my site. Okay, that's what I want. I don't want to give people no flashlights and anti-aging cream. Health with Amish. You know what I'm saying? I don't want all of that. I want toilet paper. Toilet paper with Amish. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get a Baphomet on there. I want smaller rolls and stuff. I do want them very soft. I want to put Bounty out of business. So if anybody knows any sponsors or anybody's watching this video, your toilet paper company, you want to sponsor my stuff, this is a very serious inquiry. I will promote it literally out the butt. You know what I'm saying? You will make some money. Chris, can we watch that bio speech of him talking about the Department of Labor forcing companies with 100? Do they have that? Mandate. I know I'm saying this wrong. I don't know if I can find it. Oh, look, and you guys, I want to make this clear before we go any further. This isn't about your freedom. You understand? Damn it. It's not about your freedom. I'm tired of you guys. How am I supposed to run a proper slave world with you guys being free? Does that sound right? No, it doesn't. We're not going to do it. We're not having it. We're going to be a slave. Run it the right way. Let's check my favorite. CNN, I'm your slave. I will never look away. I worship everything you do and every word you say. I will never walk around without a mask from today. And I promise that I'll even wear a mask to the grave.
First, we must increase vaccinations among the unvaccinated with.
Hold on. Amber, Joe, how are you? Yes. First time I have seen you in here. I got your comment. Your comment was so awesome. You were like, I think I actually mentioned you in the stream earlier. You're like, that was the most awesome thing. And it was creepy, equally creepy. So welcome. Welcome. Put the globe on it and the faces up. Yeah. I see. I already got a sale. I'm trying to tell you, toilet paper is, look, we all know what happened last time. All right. Toilet paper is the new way of the world. All right. Toilet paper. That's look. Okay. You guys know I got a banned music video. I can't put it on here because I've been hateful for a while. So you know how that goes. I don't like hateful people either. Or myself for being so hateful. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, it's not on here. Sorry. Never mind. I did some artwork. I'm sorry. This is good enough. That I Can't Breathe. I'm not allowed to have this song on YouTube at all. They took this thing off instantly. Brought up George Floyd and everything. They hated that. They if I'm not mistaken, yeah, they gave me a whole warning on that. That was the first thing I actually got taken down. I was like, okay, so you can put up footage of him supposedly dying, but you can't put, okay. Doesn't that violate the terms of service? How did that start trending? All right, makes sense. Look. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson says, okay, to Joe Rogan and them, you don't have to understand it.
Vaccination requirements. With nearly 80 million eligible Americans who have not gotten vaccinated, many said they were waiting for approval from the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. Well, last month, the FDA granted that approval.
So I hear you also have to stop it occasionally and talk, because if you don't, it violates YouTube service or something stupid. Well, yes, but I think the one that they approved was I don't know. It wasn't what we thought. Let's listen.
So the time for waiting is over. This summer, we made progress through the combination of vaccine requirements and incentives, as well as the FDA approval. 4 million more people got their first shot in August than they did in July. But we need to do more. This is not about freedom or
Let me make sure you guys understand this, because I'm going to say it to you twice, all right? Because there's a lot of guys in my chat and ladies and everybody, you all might like freedom, but no, okay? I'm trying to convert you all into, New World Order citizens. Now, we're not about freedom.
personal choice. It's about protecting yourself and those around you, the people you work with, the people you care about, the people you love. My job as president is to protect all Americans. So tonight, I'm announcing that the Department of Labor
And I feel safer.
is developing an emergency rule to require all employers with 100 or more employees that together employ over 80 million workers to ensure their workforces are fully vaccinated or show a negative test at least once a week. Some of the biggest companies are already requiring this.
So my friend that I called out earlier in the stream, hopefully he watches this and gets upset. Because he's working for the government contractor, he doesn't get the option to do tests. Here's the thing. I'm not doing a test. That's not happening, because ethylene oxide is just something I don't want on me personally. But also there's just a lot of people like the inventor saying not to do it because it doesn't do anything. So I just decided that, and even in court, I can play that video and it should be enough to actually win the entire case. But I also have a lot of other videos and documents and things like that can also destroy any case in court. But that's all besides the fact, and my friend doesn't seem to, or former friend now, he doesn't seem to want to fight for his own freedom, or the freedom for humanity, or the freedom for the little baby children that we're supposed to be protecting. Because here's what happens. You get older, those are the people that are going to be taking care of you. And if you try and raise them without any substance, no morals, no values, then you're going to have a real hard time for the what should be the most peaceful time of your life. Is as you get older. You should be more worried about the quality of life as you get older, and not worried about what little stupid kid listening to mumble rap is going to do after if you need to have somebody bring you some medicine or bring you something, or and then the next thing you know is somebody finds you dead somewhere with your house on fire because they left the stove on and they accidentally threw their stupid gangbanging scarf down on and decided to listen to Lil Wayne's new music video that just came out because he's the oldest living rapper that's done the most drugs. So that's not a fate I want. So by instilling the younger generation to make sure that they have values and empathy and they don't turn into psychopaths, which most of them are now, you have to properly maintain, let them know the truth and groom them to be the individuals that you want to take care of you, and you want to change the world. Because like I said, if reincarnation is actually the way a lot of the world actually works, you leave this world in a bad state and you are reborn back in this world, just as an example, you are going to be reborn into repeated jabs. Okay. It's not going to be fun. Curtis says, now look at footage from George Floyd's dog noticed nobody. Oh, that's my lyrics. Now look at the footage of George Floyd, dog. When did they film it? Oh man, yeah, I went all for that song, man. Somebody said, they said, your song didn't really age well. It didn't age well now that all these numbers are through the roof. Actually, what I said was 644,000 people die a year here from heart disease. You want to check your numbers again, buddy? Because it doesn't look like my numbers aged at all. It looks like I'm still relevant almost 2 years later when I made that song. Their fake ones aren't even still matching heart disease. Actually, while we got it up, let's take a look.
United Airlines, Disney, Tyson's Food, and even Fox News. The bottom line, we're going to protect vaccinated workers from unvaccinated coworkers. We're going to reduce the spread of COVID-19 by increasing the share of the workforce that is vaccinated in businesses all across America. My plan will extend the vaccination requirements that I previously issued in the healthcare field. Already, I've announced we'll be requiring vaccinations of all nursing home workers who treat patients on Medicare and Medicaid because I have that federal authority. Tonight, I'm using that same authority to expand that to cover those who work in hospitals, home health care facilities, or other medical facilities, a total of 17 million healthcare workers. If you're seeking care at a health facility, you should be able to know that the people treating you are vaccinated. Simple, straightforward, period. Next, I will sign an executive order that will now require all executive branch federal employees to be vaccinated, all. And I've signed another executive order that will require federal contractors to do the same. If you want to work with the federal government and do business with us, get vaccinated. If you want to do business with the federal government, vaccinate your workforce.
So what you're saying is that some people who can't get this are going to be kicked out of society. You're virtually killing people. Virtually, you're killing people is actually what you're doing. Virtually, you threatened 100 million people in this country. Actually, way more, because we know about the numbers, don't we? We know that the majority is still not, right? And we know. So you're making executive orders, passing them down to the Department of Labor. You're not passing them down on businesses. You can't make businesses do anything. The businesses have to rely on Department of Labor. But there's always loopholes in there. Such as what? Better Business Bureau. All these other lawsuits, discrimination. Even YouTube has a little problem with discrimination. I see a lot of nudity on here. See a lot of nudity on YouTube, and they're allowing people with nudity in their videos to actually stay on here, even though that violates their terms of service. They're letting some people stay on here doing a lot of dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of risks and a lot of jumps and a lot of dangerous things, which you're not supposed to put on here. A lot of violent material on here where people are fighting and stuff, and they're not taking those channels down. Discrimination is allowing something else to remain here while others get taken away for the same thing. You're giving Cardi B the ability to walk around naked. No one wants to see that disgusting stuff. I mean, women should be so upset about that, because what it is that we can actually tell if somebody's a man or not. And on top of that, it's offensive to women in a way, because it's degrading. What they're doing is they want women to look like men as women, men dressed as women. That's how the new woman should look. So yeah, there's that. So there's a lot of lawsuits that people are launching, but you do have to launch them, and you got to launch them properly. If they are going to discriminate against you, then there is laws against discrimination. Just because you walk in a communist Walmart doesn't mean that you can beat somebody up in Walmart because it's Walmart and they got a separate set of laws. No. It doesn't work that way. Walmart has business laws and federal laws and laws that they have to abide by regardless. Somebody gets hurt in there, somebody gets beat up in there. That's the way that it works. You have to report them. Cops come in and they don't hold a court in Walmart. I think the Pope does, though. The Pope actually, I know you all may have heard about the Pope situation with the little kids and stuff. And they said that the cops aren't doing anything about it, but the Pope is going to bar the bishop or whatever he was out of the church from worshiping or practicing, the deacon or something. I'm just like, wow. Okay, so that's his punishment for the pedo stuff. Okay, yeah, he doesn't go to jail for 80 years. Oh, okay. And that's one of the last topics I want to bring up. I want to bring up that pedo stuff because this is something that's not popular. But when I tell you guys this, you're gonna be like, "Wow, you're 100% right." You may already know this. You individuals are extremely, extremely smart. Amber says, "What if everyone decides that they don't want to do business with the federal?" Exactly. I've decided that. I've actually decided that. I know a lot of people that have. I think everybody here should decide that. My stupid friend has decided that he still wants to be a contractor for the government, so he can't lose his job. He said that twice to me in the text messages. He said he can't lose his job no matter what. I said, I will pay for a lawyer. I will help you out. I got some knowledge. I got some doctors down with me that I can't lose my job, bro. Oh, no wonder you think so little of me. You haven't been believing in anything I've been telling you this whole time. You haven't even, I'll tell you guys why I quit my last music group. I got 2 rappers that I worked with now for a long time, almost a decade, almost now. They're not on any of my songs here. And I found out that they weren't promoting. They were deleting my posts on YouTube when I was tagging them in posts, and they weren't promoting this to their new, people on their friends list. Some of their friends, personal friends, even in life on their Facebook, they had no idea that they were artists. And they're like, "Is this you on the song?" And I'm looking at these posts after 2 or 3 years later. I'm like, you haven't even been telling people all these posts I've been sharing. You deleted them off your page because you want to keep your page about basketball and King James, LeBron James, and eating hot wings on game day. No, I'm not. No, I have no tolerance for that. You're not going to delete my posts. I'm sitting here spending hundreds of dollars on promotion, trying to become some kind of stupid rapper. Okay. And you're deleting my posts. I'm not tolerating that. No, under any circumstance, no. So I got mad with him, yelled at him. He's apologized a few times. And I'm like, whatever, dude. And my other artists, there's 2 of them. I noticed that he was just too drunk to do anything. He completely fell a slave to alcohol. And I decided after I made all these new songs, they're all unfinished, by the way. I got a whole bunch of songs that you guys would probably love, and I'm never going to release them because they're not even done. And I'm just tired of making production. I'm tired of that. I'd rather work with other people and use their inspiration for, songs now. But what ended up happening with him, he was too drunk to do anything. And I started sending him music like, "Hey, are you ready for this? You ready to get on here with me? You ready to feature with me?" And he goes, "Yeah." So I didn't send him a song. And I said, "Hey, I just emailed you. What do you think about that new song, man? Isn't it amazing?" He said, "Oh, yeah, man, that's absolutely crazy. How did you do that? Man, I'm ready. I'm ready to come over. Let's head to the studio. Let's do this." I said, "Hey, bro, I didn't email you anything." I got no reply. I'm sure that sobered him up very quickly because after that, that was their last time coming to my studio and doing any work with me. I am interested in bringing some more people on for my podcast, though. So I'm going to have a couple people here in person, actually do some podcasts and stuff. I really want to do it like constantly. You know what I mean? And I want to open up a network as well free speech type of platform where, you can actually, but I want it backed up. I want to spend some money. I want to spend all the money that I saved up on trying to break into the music industry. I want to spend that on getting the servers I need and getting the protection to where nobody can take it down under any circumstance. I want them backed up multiple times. And I just want a straight platform that has everything on it. I want to take people's videos or whatever, get people's consent. I want every video that has to do with every single thing online. I want hundreds of thousands of videos. I want direct access to all of that type of stuff where anything you type in gives you just that. All you got to do is type in the keyword and you get everything associated with this doctor, that doctor, what he did here, what he did there, chronological order. I mean, I want it all laid out. And it's not hard to do it. I went to college for a lot of this stuff and I understand how to do it. But look at this thumbs up to thumbs down ratio though. You guys see this? Oh my God. Wow. Almost 10,000.
And tonight, I'm removing one of the last remaining obstacles that make it difficult for you to get.
Sorry to stop it. I hate being choppy like this. I'm sorry. Kind of like what Owen Benjamin was saying though. I got on him earlier. This building Beartaria. He's not trying to build Beartaria. He's trying to own land. Once you donate, he owns the land and you can come there and camp there occasionally, by the way. Just to let you guys know, that's a little shout out. So donate $400 to him, and if you don't hit the mark, which he didn't hit the mark, he still kept the money. And yeah, all it took was like $400 from like 5,000 people. Cool. Yeah, you're not using people. All right, sure. I'm actually talking about a real legitimate thing, partly owned. I mean, I want some of the biggest names in truth as owners of this. Believe it or not, I actually want Eric Dubé as an owner on this. Okay. I'm talking about everybody, even like Campbell, Martin, Lika, everybody being part owners, having the ability to straight up own this and be a part owner in this to where nobody's going to be infringing on anybody in this. And I mean, a unified effort to actually put the real truth out there for people in one concentrated area. You know what I mean? Like where people really can get information on it. But every platform, I don't care what it is. It can be library. I mean, I don't want it even associated with any blockchain or any of that. But like I said, that's not what Owen Benjamin and them are trying to do. They're trying to benefit off of this. I would pay for this personally out of my own pocket in order to do it because it has to be done. Because I'm not planning on living in a society the way that they're going like this. I can't do that. Nothing can ever go back to normal after this. Nothing. Because I can no longer go to the hospital because I'm afraid that they're going to torture and kill me. Because they admit that that's what they do. So I can't do that anymore. So wherever it happens, I'll be bleeding out there. Preferably for 33 minutes. Right?
Get vaccinated. The Department of Labor will require employers with 100 or more workers to give those workers paid time off to get vaccinated.
Now, I will be taking the paid time off. And then I'll be coming back and saying, well, while I was on vacation, I was going to get it. But then I got high. So, yeah, you're going to have to forcibly remove me. And that's when it begins. You guys agree? Hopefully everybody has their children out of these public schools, these indoctrination camps. Have you guys heard about, I know you've heard about it, sorry. I didn't mean it in that way. Australia has turned into I don't know what to say about Australia. I don't know what to say about that. I'm really concerned for Australia, and I'm concerned with Max Egan. And my thoughts are with Max and everybody in Australia because they are doing they're crazy. You're not even allowed to take off your mask to drink. This is extremely serious. Kirby says, so I'm correct. Paid day off if you want it, but not forced unless you work with right. No. Here's how it works. So, also, real quick, they're charging $14,000 per violation. So at your job is going to cost, it's going to get charged $14,000 per person that is not jabbed. So if you work for a business and you say to your employer, I can't do that, your employer is going to fire you because they get charged probably the whole salary that they're going to pay you because they don't pay crap. So they get charged almost $14,000 per violation. If you work for the government, you don't get the option to get tested. You have to get it. So my friend has to get it. He doesn't get the option to submit a test weekly. Apparently the tests are going to cost $40 each, and you have to pay for the test. So they're actually, I mean, you guys seen people when they take dogs and rub their nose in their pee? Oh, you don't want it? Come here, bad dog. Give me your face. You doing it? I've had it. I've absolutely had it. Listen, also, real quick, black people are not from Africa. I'm shout that out every time I'm on a stream. Africans are from Africa. Americans are from America, though, and most likely the ones who are already here. Just putting that out there. Anyway, I wanted to put that out there. If you went to indigenous people like these, let me ask you a question. You go to these indigenous people and you tell them, hey, check this out. Check this out, kid. You want a cell phone? You want this shiny new cell phone technology and all this? Check this. I'll give it to you, but here's what you have to do. You have to work a job and get insurance and pay for your phone $100 a month, every single month for this. But you will get all the new technology. Do you honestly think that somebody's gonna, from these type of places, these remote villages, do you think they want your cell phone? Do you think they want your computer? Do you really think they want that? It comes at a cost. You form a contract with them. Because what happens when you don't have that job? What happens when you can't afford your house? They come and take it back, right? Bullseye. Bone. I don't know if I said anything to you, my friend. Thank you for joining. Holy crap, I seen that you said, what's up? I think something happened right then. Or I'll rewatch the stream. I think something happened. My mind just went, whoop, just like Max's. He starts talking, and Max is just like, yeah, folks. Yeah, folks. It's crazy out here. These folks are, hey, Jimster. Hey, Jimster. Jim. She just know. I love that guy, though. Bullseye says, isn't there a religious exemption? No. No. I wouldn't say that there's a religious exemption because they are, see how I can put this. There were a few stories about pastors writing, like not keeping track of how many exemptions they're writing. They're just handing them out. They're like, oh, yeah, here's a religious exemption. Well, here's this, here's that. Here you go. And they're handing them out and they're not keeping track of them. They're just giving them to people. And then most people don't know what Bible quotes that they're saying. And but I'll break it down, because I think I could say it on YouTube. When you put it a certain way, you could say it on YouTube, but not just right out. You can't just say it because the algorithm pretty much will pick it up and then just flag your video and delete it. But it's about you having the freedom over your body as being your temple, number one. And when it comes to the religious aspect of it, it's them using these cells in which this is cultivated in, even if it's not used or added into the serum itself, it still is used in the production. Does that make sense? So they're still using this in the production. Just because, and so what they're saying now currently is that it doesn't have that in it, but it was processed, it was prepared with that. And I did a stream, and I got right on there, showed you guys the patent on a stream where we actually looked into the, this was a while ago, we actually looked at the ingredients, and we looked up the patent on Moderna. And yeah, it's like, it's used in the preparation of this. It doesn't matter whether it's in it or not. So that's the argument for the aborted stuff. So I don't think it'll work. Amber says they didn't allow the religious exemptions for the flu back when I worked for nursing homes before 2020. Yeah, that's not a good. Here's the way to do it. Hopefully, I don't get taken down. Here's the way to do it. If you guys want me to do more streams on this, let me know. I think I can. I really do want to do more times on like streams on legal stuff and ways to beat this. Ways to break the matrix. Here's how you do it. You ask them to provide claims. Oh, can you show me where in the original contract that I signed for employment, can you show me where it said that I have to do this? Can you show me where that's in with our agreement? Can you show me where it says that I have to do this in the Constitution? Can you show me where it says I have to do this, in the Department of Labor? It doesn't matter what it is. It's a different way of speaking. And like Nathan Oakley has learned it really well in his debate style. He's extremely good. It's a way of speaking without making claims. So you never make a claim. You are absolutely nothing in it. And what you have to do is you have to say, okay, I'm required for this. Can you show me how legally I'm required, where legally I'm required? A cop want to pull you over. Can they show you how and how this is a law? Can you show me the law with that in that? And they will get frustrated and they will back down. And then they will have to provide proof of their claims. They have the burden of proof. So when you're in court for these particular types of things, this is how people go down. This is how they are defeated. You simply can defeat a whole bunch of globe earthers by saying, can you provide the curvature? And no, you can't just show no NASA footage. You can't show liars, the people we're accusing. You can't show their footage and say, see, it's real. You can't do that. It's like, how are you going to ask the people that we already said are doing it? No, you don't do that. You got to ask a neutral party. You don't ask the kidnapper, did he kidnap the kid? No, the kidnapper didn't kidnap the kid. He's also innocent. So is every man in jail. As soon as you go into jail cells and you walk down them and you say, are you innocent? They say, yes, I am. It's the way it works. Why would you watch the news to hear what I'm saying? They're the very people that I'm talking about. Can't do that. You have to ask another party who's neutral. And then they'll say, yeah, I can validate and verify that Amish is 100% correct. You know what I mean? Absolutely stunning. It is stunning. Anyway, guys, I wanted this stream, and ladies, I wanted this stream to be 1 hour long. It's almost 3 hours. Holy crap. So thank you all for joining. If you want more videos on that, Amber and everybody, if you want some more videos on that, I'll do another one. I might actually do one in a couple days. I might actually do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I want to do every single day. I'd like to figure out a good time also for everybody, but it's extremely hard. It really is. So I'm working around my schedule, but I'll tell you what, my schedule is going to be pretty free because if I have to take some more people to court, I'm going to videotape everything. So I'm going to document this live with you all so that you all can see how I'm going to go through this whole thing. But I'm not going to stop. It doesn't matter. I mean, not until I'm the God of the new world. I mean, hey, at that point, then you can stop. I'm not going to stop though. You know what I mean? Because there's no reason to stop. can't let you, if you give an inch, they take your whole life away. Not a mile. You know, I skipped that. We're past that. You know what I mean? we're past that. Hey, well, man, thank you. I know though, man. Cryptic, I'll tell you, you all are awesome. You know, when I'm on here, I get some sanity because it is really strange watching the world. I'm noticing a lot of people are having memory problems. There's people now walking up to me showing me the same picture 3 or 4 times. It's very scary. But these people, I can already tell that their decision they made a little while ago is starting to kick in, and they're starting to really have some neurological problems. It's really scary. It really is. So this is my time on here, especially with you all, to be able to talk to some very sane and very highly intelligent people. Because in this world, in 2021 and 2020, I mean, everything past mumble rap, it feels like there's no intelligent life form out there. I am concerned with everything. When someone is preparing my food, I won't eat from whatever they cook if I know that they're not smart enough to do this. I have to check to make sure that everything is the way it needs to be before I partake of anything they do. Okay, because I've lost the faith in people. Now I've lost the faith in people's ability to function. No one can function properly anymore. So when I really see people, very intelligent people, they are top priority for me. Top priority. What was I say? I work for UPS. No doubt something's coming with 500 drivers. Oh, yeah. They are. They don't want to shut everything down right away, but their goal is to shut it down. I seen somebody said something stupid, Prepper Nation. I watch that guy sometimes to see what his prepping stuff is. Obviously, he just had COVID and he had the Delta variant. They verified it over the phone and said that that's what it was. And he said that it was 1,000 times worse than the flu. Yeah. So if you guys look at the videos, you'll see I commented on there. I called him a shill. All this other stuff. I'm a troll apparently. And and I was looking on there, and he said something. He said something about that they don't want to kill the economy just yet. That's why they. And I'm like, what, dude? They own the economy, you simpleton. They do what they want. What do you mean? They don't want to lose a whole bunch of money. They print the money. You. What are you talking about? They print the money. A crashed economy is nothing to a billionaire like Elon Musk. He doesn't even know what a quarter is. He thinks you're talking about time. He said, hey, you got a quarter or what? You mean a quarter what? Of a pie? You know what I mean? But yeah, they are going to shut it down 100%. UPS, like I said, if I was you, I would talk to the other drivers and I would tell them, there's one video that I would say these people should really look at. Just tell them all they have to do is look at Dr. Robert Young's website. That way they can see what's inside of this for themselves. At that point, if they decide that they just want to do it anyway, after seeing the creatures that are alive in it, cool. I mean, at that point, you're dealing with an animal. There's no point in treating him like he's a human. I'm not above anybody, but like I said, we are above everybody who's not against this because they are not human anymore. They have no human compassion and they have no critical thinking. They're animals and they're not safe to be around. This guy that I work with, I got sick, thinks his memory loss because of, right? Says he forgets his brother's name. Wow. My God. Oh, so scary. Detox the metals so you don't forget. It's actually where I got the idea for the toilet paper and the Baphomet. I will send you guys, look, I'll send you all extra toilet paper. If I actually get a company to be able to pull this off, I will send you all toilet paper. No one will have to worry about the shortage. No one, I promise. Ever says, always refreshing to hear someone talking sensibly. It does not happen very often lately. Thank you, and thank you, Aaron, for joining. You are correct. Finding people with common sense is now very rare, as ODD would say. Finding people with common sense is now very rare. Shout out to his Twilight Zone. I actually really want to rap on that beat. I should email him. I would love to do a rap on that beat. I think I could tear this song apart. I love this song. But yeah, stuff like this. If you guys haven't seen this stuff, definitely check out Max Egan, Crow House. This stuff, man. He has a whole bunch of people on here like showing, like, oh man, it's crazy. It'll rile you up though. It's really confrontational. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, everyone, thank you all for it really is good. Thank you all for joining my stream, by the way. Your time is the most valued resource on earth. That's why they enslave 1/3 of it for their slave system. But we have been presented with an opportunity to finally get back the world the way it's supposed to be. And your time that you spend is yours, and I don't even really deserve it. No one deserves it because it's yours, and it is the most valuable resource. So I appreciate it every time that you take time out of your day to come over and check out the stream. And I'm going to say that at the end of every stream that I'm ever on, because I really do appreciate it. It's not, you don't have to. And you know, while the others are waiting for people to pay them, hashtag Owen Benjamin, technically for your time, you're supposed to get paid, you know? So you should be the ones who are donating your time, should be the ones getting paid, rather than having to deal with donations from fake, failed Hollywood comedian wannabe flat earthers. But that's a different story. But I do appreciate it. And thank you all for joining. If you guys have some time zones, and like I said, I work with everybody. Let me know what time zone that you're in and what times would be good for you guys for streams and stuff like that. I might be able to work out a better schedule. And if I can get on one, I'll stay on that schedule. And because I love talking with you all. And Cryptic, I'm gonna definitely get you on here too for a show, man. I'm sorry I got to get you my number, and I'd like to talk with you about a few things too off the record. You know what I mean? So I promise I will definitely get back with you, you know? JK Grudge says, what's frustrating is they think the same about it. Exactly. They do, though. They do. They do. It's really a convoluted mess, but I see the light. You know, this is a grand opportunity, because I don't think a lot of people are going to allow everything to go back. I think the longer this goes on, the more risk of failure, but I don't think it's going to go back. So, you know, that's the good part. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't want it to, because here we're at a changing point. There's going to be a lot of court orders. I want to be alive to be able to see people get hauled off to jail for trying to hurt innocent men, women, and children. People deserve to go to jail, to the gallows. I mean, honestly, I'm dressing up as Blackbeard. I want the pirate to be the one to issue the gallows. You know, I want to see it, because you're not allowed to hurt people the way that people are being hurt. You're not allowed to stop people from working, forcing people to be homeless in the street. Once you're homeless, they can come pick you up and take you away, and no one will even know. Once you're homeless, people are afraid to even get near you. And now in this type of climate, now there's multiple reasons for them not to come near you. Because the way you look, or your living condition even, can be judged as you having something that will kill them right away. They're allowed to do anything they want, experiment on who they want, and we'll never know. especially if someone's homeless. So this is not acceptable. People can't kill people like this, and people can't hurt people like this. And it's not enough people really saying what they need to say. I can say this on YouTube. I know I don't have the whole microscope over top of me as hard as people like, a lot of the other bigger guys talking about this. But I will say, you still got to talk about it. Still have to talk about it. I'll tell you now, it took me years, like over a year, to be able to get a few hundred subscribers. And I still risk it. And I've worked extremely hard trying to, give some decent advice and give my research and give some proper direction as well to make sure I'm not misleading anyone on anything. I'm here as a relay. And I like that aspect, but do have to risk it. I'm not saying there's smart ways to deal with them. If they get smart, we get smarter. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to Jacqueline Turner's husband. And I am sorry about the rough day as well. But you know what? If that is behind you, that means tomorrow is going to be a better day automatically by default. And okay, his name's Daryl. So Daryl, that's my one thing for today. My whole thing, if I have a rough day, which I do a lot, I have an even better day later on. I have a better day the next day. That's the way you got to do it. Each day that we're alive, I think we can push through that, and we can make a better tomorrow. That's the one good thing about bad days. I get bad days a lot now. And I'll tell you, it really inspires me to have a better day the next day. And each day I do. As soon as I have a bad day, like my best friend not taking my help and deciding to take this, I have to write him off. And I have to admit that I can't save him now. And I went out of my way to try. And that now it's off my conscience. So I have a better day next day just because I tried. I did my part. I did what I could, So sorry to hear that though. It's got to definitely stay strong in these times. This is for everybody. You got to stay strong in these type of times. And what can they do to you? I mean, come on. Somebody sees things going down, stuff's going to hit the fan here. And when it does hit the fan, we're going to take the world back. That's for sure. 100%. I already know that's what's coming. There's a lot of people that are getting dishonorable discharges as well from the military because they're starting to understand what's going on. And they're refusing. And the way that they can refuse that, they can also refuse their orders. So that's what people need to do. So shout out to Daryl, Cryptic, JK Grunge, and Jacqueline, Wild Man, Bullseye, Amber, and everyone else that joined in on the stream. Wow, man, I appreciate all of you individuals. I really do. Thank you all for hopping on. It's been 3 hours. I'm going to hop off here. Hold on a sec. Cryptic says, you know what keeps me strong? Knowing that we were created and we have a purpose. And we are supposed to be here. We are. And I think we're here right here at this time period when they're trying the biggest thing that they've ever tried. And we got the technology now to win and destroy them. All of our technology has outgrown all of their lives. And we can reclaim this dominion here. We can reclaim it. Well said, Cryptic, 100%. We are created very intelligently, I might add. Very intelligently. That they have to go through so many lies in order to try and overcome us. And yet, we're still here. All the truthers are still going strong. They get deleted and they come back because you can't destroy the truth. You will never destroy the truth. Ever. I've ensured that even if I'm not here anymore, that someone else is going to continue the truth. You're never going to stop it, no matter what. It doesn't matter. So I welcome it. So well said, my friend. Everyone, please enjoy your evening, morning, wherever you are. Enjoy, and I'll try to get back on here. I'm sorry for taking so many weeks off. I'm definitely going to be doing some more streams. I really enjoyed this stream. It's only supposed to be an hour. It's been 3 hours. So that shows I enjoyed the stream. Thank you all for spending your time with me. Hope everybody's well. Remember, if You guys need to get a hold of me. Oh yeah. I was about to say it. You guys need to get a hold of me. Yeah, Jacqueline, I still got your email. Amish Space Station at Proton or Gmail, doesn't matter. I'm the Amish. We got the same technology as NASA here, so I'm sure that I can get your emails. But if you guys need to get a hold of me, I can always get in contact with you. Just let me know. And give me a call. It doesn't matter. I can even get a Skype account or whatever. We can do whatever. Have you guys on for a show if you guys want to come on for a show and talk to me. Sometimes it does not matter. It's completely up to you. You can do it from your phone. I can bring you in and we can chat. Okay. So thank you all for joining and taking the time out. Enjoy the rest of your night, you beautiful individuals.